Hello and welcome back to Fire Them Cannons, and this is the Anton and Cal show. It's me, Cal, with my co-host Anton, and we're back. We're back. We didn't get to do a full pod after the results in the Premier League. We drew
Maybe
against
that was for the
Brentford,
best.
but maybe it was for the best. If you guys, big ups to everyone who watched the shorts, they were pretty popular. Where we gave our thoughts on that game and we just finished up. Well, we didn't just finish up, but we're back after that Wigan result, which was a really, really nice
Wigan result
performance.
mixed with the draw.
Yeah, but smashing Wigan 4-0. I thought you were going to score 10 at a certain point in time because of how well we were playing. That was a really, really nice performance in that first half in terms of our intensity and our scoring goals from open play. It was really, really nice. A nice little consolation for the game. And then I think we've gotten Macefield for the next round. Mansfield. Mansfield.
Mansfield Town away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So barbecue chicken. So, it's
quarterfinals, here we come. That's what.
it's
Look at my title, boys.
yeah.
Seriously, into
So
the
that's
quarterfinals potentially of the FA Cup. By
yeah.
then we would we would actually have yet to play that last 16 of the Champions League.
Yeah.
We would yet to play the cup final. So
Yeah. Yeah. So
it
we'd
would
still
never
be in
be
all.
where we'd be that far in
Yep.
March and be that advanced in all competitions. Would
Yeah,
be
so despite, drawing the game, those are really, really that's pretty nice. That's pretty fortunate. Normally we're pretty unlucky with our draws. And yeah. But before we get into it, before we get into the Wigan game, we still we need to unwrap the stinky diaper. We just have
oh,
to we
do we
have to
have
talk
to
about it.
really?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
we didn't we didn't speak about it
I
at all.
almost like erase it from my memory. I think I have a little bit of it
To
left,
be honest
but
with you, I think it's a little bit more than just us at the moment because as you can see, City, they're picking up form and they won their game against Fulham. They completely
I thought you were
annihilated.
gonna say Salford. I'm like, oh, good
Yeah,
for them.
nah, they completely annihilated them. We did a watch along for that game, or a hate along, and I don't think we ended up finishing it because we were just like chatting about other stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
it was pretty diabolical watching that live. And we watched the Brentford game live as well the following day, and we unfortunately weren't able to pick up those points. Before the game, we saw that Kai Havertz got injured. I think during the Fulham game, they actually was it Hand of Arsenal? Who was it? I think it was for Fabrizio. Someone, one of the big guys mentioned that Kai was injured, so we weren't gonna have it, and I was pretty
Oh,
much dooming.
Gunner Blog and Ornstein
Yeah,
both.
and I was
Yeah.
dooming before the game because I thought I literally just gave Kai Player of the Week. Literally just gave Kai
We
Havertz
were
Player of
we were
the
just doing
Week.
our hate along, and that broke in the news at the end of that.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Um, so yeah, but you know, Brentford away, it wasn't the greatest. I thought, man, I felt like we created chances that we could have scored, like that last chance that Martinelli had.
Mm.
That was just heartbreaking. And the way we the way we conceded was quite sad as well. It was pretty soon after we scored, after we were kind of playing really well and we putting them under pressure. Madueke scored for us. I think that was his first goal in the Prem for us.
Second, remember the
Second.
Leeds one, the one that was from the corner that originally was an own
Oh
goal.
yes, 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 yes. I forgot that
Uh,
was give it to him after the fact, so it's not really like in my head as
you
a
didn't
goal.
feel it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but this one was really, really good. So yeah, and we kind of just conceded right after that, which was just like when we were watching that game live, you know, I was saying, dude, like, can we please? We just need to survive this because we can't survive this pressure for this long, and we
I
didn't.
remember you saying that while we were
Yeah,
chatting. Yeah,
the second I said it, we conceded, and obviously we couldn't end up scoring, even though we created a couple of chances towards the very end. We couldn't seal the deal, and now we're 4 points, only 4 points ahead of Manchester City. But I'm gonna say it again. I said it before. all we need is a win, and then Man City drop points, and we're right back at 7. I think it's
Mm.
it might just be like that. I think it's going to be a little bit of a seesaw. I don't think that they're going to get within 2 points or more. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think I think we're probably gonna. This is probably as close as it's probably gonna get. What are your thoughts on just your thoughts on the game, and maybe your thoughts on Manchester City catching up to us potentially?
Yeah, those are two different, completely different topics to me. I
Start
mean,
with the game. Let's just start
yeah,
with the game first.
the game. Look, you guys could watch back the tapes on that one. I don't think you've ever seen me as angry, have you? Or I was super. I think I called Martinelli the C word during the during the
You
stream.
were so mad when he missed when he
This is where I
missed.
can't be Seamus, like, oh, I wasn't that worried about the result. I didn't like because everyone fucking
Yeah,
saw that I was.
yeah.
um, yeah, no, it wasn't a very good performance at all. But look, it's one of those things, one of those games where you were having looking back at it, you think of it differently when you're emotional in the moment.
Yeah.
Um, Chatting to other people about it as well also helps. One thing I remember, and my dad made a really good point, which is we had a very similar game against Aston Villa and actually against Sunderland as well, where there was pressure, and at the very very end, they got to us and they were so Villa actually went on ahead and they got a winner. All
Mm.
right. So one thing that is positive out of this one is, despite the fact, and I still think it's drop points. And if you're telling me it's a point gained, you're being shameless. It's definitely drop points, and we definitely needed to win 3 points in that game. However, it's better that we didn't lose, because one thing that I do feel in retrospect is that Brentford were just better than us on the day. They just were better than us. Sometimes that's going to happen, and while that is a massive indictment on Arsenal and our performances, given the fact that we played that poor and we didn't lose, it could potentially,
I don't
in the
think the
long
performance
run,
was really that poor.
I thought it was bad. Do you know why I
I
thought
don't
it was
I don't
bad? And I've watched it back as I do all of them.
yeah.
It's because Arsenal were very, very pedestrian, while Brentford were going at it at 1,000 miles an hour. And the fact that Arsenal, the top of the league, top of the Champions League Arsenal, could not match the energy and the physicality of Brentford when we knew how badly we needed to win that game. We only had Wigan on the weekend. It wasn't like, we needed to conserve any energy. We had it been 5 days or something and since the previous game. For me, there was like zero excuses in this game. I don't understand why we couldn't bring the energy in the game. But the fact that we played that poorly, and the fact that we didn't lose, actually, looking back on it, isn't as bad. But again, that being said, the standards that are Arsenal FC and us going for the title, you cannot be dropping points at Brentford under any circumstance. And again, I felt like, you know Arsenal. Yeah, here we go. See, and by the way, big ups to Chris. But
Big ups, Chris.
um,
Chris, this is a
read his
pretty
comment first. But yeah,
yeah. Chris says Brentford only dropped 9 points at home. I think that's a very positive spin. But when I was watching the game, um, just at the time and just how I'm feeling now, I think when you're trying to win the league, you have to beat some of these teams. You kind of have to beat some of the tougher games. Like it's like Brentford away was never going to be easy, but you kind of want to beat them. Like if
yeah, we
we
all
can't
knew this
if
was a tough game. We all
yeah,
said
if we
that from
draw
the
yeah,
get go.
if we draw like every game, then it starts to become very hard to actually to win the league. I think teams like Chelsea, um yeah, they will beat Wolves. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like that's why I'm not. That's
I
why I'm
mean,
not like.
we better beat Wolves.
Yeah, that's why I'm not like raging right now. The reason
I
why I'm
will
not.
be raging if we don't beat Wolves.
The reason why I'm not raging or anything like that. I was raging during the game because watching the game, I'm, emotional. But like just right now, I'm not really. I'm for some reason I'm just a little calm. I just have a feeling that we're gonna win a game and then City are just gonna lose again, and then it's going to be 7 points. I feel
Yeah,
like that's more likely to happen than City close the gap again. Like,
yeah,
I think the chances of City closing the gap on us a second time before they drop points is just much lower than us like just winning and they dropping points, if you get what I'm saying. So I don't think it'll be like super far fetched if we play City. I'm at 7 points ahead when we play them. Because it's
yeah.
just the way the seesaw kind of is working right now. Um
Yeah. Remember
like
man, the
we
Man
want
United game, right?
yeah,
Like we was
yeah.
cut to 4 then, and then we got it up to 6, and then there was a time where we thought, oh, here we go. If they lose to Liverpool, like we didn't even think that 2 weeks later after that Man United game, there would be a scenario we would think that it could be out of reach. So football
Mm,
changes so quickly, and now we're back
yeah,
here where it's 4 points. It goes back and forth. But
yeah,
what I'm happy about at least is it's not going where they're taking the lead, where
yeah,
where their momentum swings in their favor and it's a 4 point gap still.
yeah.
Like
Like
that's better than the other way
the
around.
seesaw is still in our favor.
Yeah.
It just is. And like I don't think there's a chance that we lose against City if we when we play them.
Hmm.
I just don't believe that. I just I can't see us losing that game if when we play them in the league, you know. Like I know they have like we have to play City. I just don't think that they're gonna beat us. I think the
Yeah.
best they're gonna get is a draw. I think a draw is like probably what's gonna happen in that
Yeah.
game. So that's why I'm still pretty calm.
I think it's also one thing that's came into play in that, which I think a lot of stuff have happened since that have actually then come back in our favor, which is the news cycle. So prior to that game, also we just learned that Tottenham sacked Frank, and we're like, oh no, maybe Tottenham might have a new manager bounce in that game, and there's a whole bunch of things going on the horizon. City had won those back-to-back games, as you mentioned. We heard about the Kai Havertz injury, but
Mm.
since then, a few things have happened. Number one, Tottenham's managerial appointment is overwhelming. I've been hearing Tottenham fans
I
raging
mean
online,
underwhelming?
which yeah, underwhelming. Yeah. So I've heard a lot. The people understand that new manager bounce comes from the excitement within the fan base as well.
Yeah.
And the fans, the Tottenham fans, by the way, because they're under sincere pressure, like
Mm.
they are fighting relegation, and so the outcry of disappointment. By the way, delusion that they thinking they were going to get Harry Redknapp to begin with is hilarious because he's literally an old man. He probably is like getting his pension, but the fact is that they're so outraged by who they hired and so underwhelmed about who they hired that it actually works in the other way, which is like they're not actually outwardly supporting the man. They're like, well, hopefully it's better than Frank, but oh man, what the fuck is this? And so for me, there's no new manager bounce.
Yeah, I don't
At
think they're gonna
least
get any.
I don't feel it.
Didn't their new guy didn't he get sacked as an interim before?
Yeah, he was at Juventus earlier this year.
Yep.
He got sacked as an interim from Juventus. Then they went 8 games unbeaten in Serie A. Juventus, without winning. Sorry, 8 games without
Jeez,
winning in Serie A under this
jeez.
guy.
With
Um,
Yildiz. What are they
yeah,
doing to my boy?
right. So yeah, not a great CV from this guy. I don't understand the hire, but like I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to. Obviously it'll be our opponent after this
Mm.
game.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us felt like, oh crap, we've dropped points to Brentford. Now that Tottenham game is looking hard. Will all of a sudden momentum swing in City's favor? I think also the FA Cup results going in our way. I think another thing that swung the momentum last time, and we'll talk about it later, which was Arteta trying something innovative in his lineup, which brings to life our attack,
Yes.
regardless of opponent, I think is a big part. I think another big part is the fact that the draw was us going Manfield Town and Newcastle playing City again in another competition at St James's Park. I think regardless of what you feel about Newcastle, that's the last trophy they could probably ever win this season, and it's at their place, and there'll be a
Surely they're not going
familiarity
to
there.
lose to these
It's not
guys like
about
four
it.
times in a
It's
season.
yeah, correct. And it's like, but also it's like, regardless of if they win or lose, they're going to have to play somewhat of a strong team, and we're going to
Hmm.
not to play anybody. So I
Yeah.
think again, there are more factors post that game that when you look at the landscape of the rest of the year, swing a little bit in our favor, which is I think is good. Plus the fact that we have this Wolves game. So I do think
Mm,
all of a sudden, like, that's just football. Like,
mm.
I think that's why sometimes we had to not get caught too much into the news cycle.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was just thinking about it, and this was just some of my self-reflection. Like thinking that we were just going to run away with it is a little bit unreasonable.
Yeah, and
Like we
I feel
thought we
responsible for
thought
that a little
we,
bit.
we thought we thought we were going to be 9, 12 points ahead, just completely obliterate them. But sometimes it just doesn't happen that way, and it's we just because we're so emotional, and I think it's fair for us to be emotional as Arsenal fans, and we want to win the league so badly that when it looks like there's a title race, we get the PTSD, we get the anxiety, and
Mm,
we just don't want to be here again. And to be honest, I feel that I really don't want to not win the
yeah,
league. I want to win this league so badly, but at the end of the day, we're still clear. We Things are kind of in our favor, um, and I think that there are signs that we're gonna start to maybe pick up form again. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and again, we have so many, really fun
Also,
topics. Fun topics I
Kai
never thought we
Havertz,
would talk about.
yeah, and also Kai Havertz, he's gonna be back soon as well. And
Yeah, yeah,
and I feel like if Kai Havertz was playing, we probably would have just won that game. I genuinely believe that. The way Kai Havertz has like come into this 10 role that he has for us, and the space invading, the link up play with Gyökeres, I felt like, especially with the way Brentford was playing, with how much space they were leaving for us, I think Kai would have eaten them alive. And
mm,
I think he's going to be back soon. I really hope that's his last injury for the season because, oh man, like please, like we need him. We really 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 need him.
yeah. And according to the Ornstein report, he really probably should be back after the Tottenham game. So he'll just, um, yeah, I think he'll be back in the game, whichever it is afterwards that we play. I think it's the start of March, which would be, what is it? Chelsea at
Mm,
home.
yep.
So he should be back. He should be back for that game. And by the way, we have a whole week's rest off before that,
Oh
after the
really?
Tottenham game and before that. Yeah, there's no fixtures in between there,
Okay.
which is good. So after this kind of road trip here, um, where we got Wolves and we got Spurs, they're gonna have a week off and they have Chelsea at home.
When's the international break?
The international break will be. Ooh, is that the no? It's not the international break. It's too little. Um, that's not the international break either. The international break is after the 23rd of March, and we come back on the 12th.
Was
So
that is that
we would have played Mance after the City game,
it's after the Carabao Cup game,
the
isn't
Carabao
it?
Cup. We could play
Oh,
Carabao
so we're
Cup
gonna have to.
final, and then we go international break for
Oh,
that.
geez, so we're gonna have to sit on that, whatever that is. Man, we need to win that because the
No, but at the
toxicity.
other side of it though, you've got Everton a whole week off, then that get games. So you can go full. That's like that the schedule makers make it so that that game is actually gonna be a good fucking game.
Oh no
And
no
I
no
don't
no!
know,
No,
by the way, I
I'm
actually don't know if we have a Champions League games in between. I don't see that added into the schedule. I think we
would
have
we
the
have
Champions League thrown in
progressed?
there somewhere.
Would the round of 16 starting before
When does the
the
round of 16 start, actually? That's a really good question because I'm looking at some of these schedules without the Champions League fixtures being confirmed or
mm,
scheduled in.
yeah?
Um, when is when would that those games be?
I'm telling you right now, like if we have to sit on like a Carabao Cup final loss for 2 weeks,
Let's not speak about Carol final losses, Cal.
I don't think we're gonna lose. But big up Waffle Don. Big up Anton and Cal. Hope all is well. Yeah, all is well, man. All is well.
Yeah, everything is good, man. How are you feeling, Don? Don's always a very settled and calm,
Yeah,
presence. So he's always he gave this legendary speech the other day when I was on him last week.
hit the
Big
likes
up,
up and sub to the channel if you're new. Big ups to you, Don. Big ups.
big up to the legend Waffle Don.
Big
Um,
ups.
so our that would be the 10th and the 12th and the 17th and the 19th of March. So
It'll be
the
before the
Champions League
game.
games will be between the Mansfield Town game and Everton, and between Everton and City would be the home leg.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So we play the round of 16, then we play straight into the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, but the round of 16 is going to be like what is it for us? Dortmund, is it Atalanta?
Like we can't underestimate these teams. They're gonna give us good
Dortmund,
games.
Atalanta, Olympiacos, or Leverkusen.
We will beat them, but they're gonna give us good games.
But you know what? Those aren't easy fucking teams. By the way,
N-
Dortmund,
the-
Leverkusen,
yeah, Dortmund, Liverpool.
Atalanta. Remember, like
Yeah, they went
they're
to the,
tough.
but they don't.
Olympiacos is the one I want because we spanked
But
them
the thing,
in the league.
Atalanta, they don't have this guy anymore. He went to Atletico. What's his name?
What's his name? Oh, I know what I'm talking
Lookman.
about. Lookman. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gone. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
Lookman's playing for yeah. So that should be easier. Dortmund, they got to
Leverkusen. Fuck, we can't play Leverkusen because
why?
Nkapie can't play because he's on loan.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, we
Oh no, I
can,
don't
but
want.
you
No,
just don't
he's not
want
allowed to. He's not allowed to. No,
it.
he's not allowed to. He's their player.
I don't know, as in like you said, we can't play Leverkusen, but I'm saying you
No,
just
we
don't want us
can't.
to.
Yeah. No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would considering Calafiori's injury issues right now. Like,
Yeah, Calafiori's like, and even
I
now he's still not at 100%. In terms of even his play, I don't think he kind of hasn't gotten back to the level that he was at the start of the season. We need
nope.
we need prime Cala back. We need him.
Man, but it's more about not even about his playing thing, it's about his fitness. Like, do you know it's such a freak thing for players to get pulled out last second from the starting 11? It's happened to him twice now.
Yeah, and he's always gone for like multiple weeks
It's
after
happened
that.
to Saka as well, by the way. What is that? I've never
Yeah,
before
it happened.
Calafiori happened against Brighton. I'm like, I've never heard of that. Like,
Yeah,
I've never seen it before where
these
players
guys get
get
injured in
pulled
warm-ups.
last
So
second.
weird.
What are we
What is?
fucking doing in the warm up?
Yeah, it's like Saka injured his hip in warm-ups. Like, how does that work?
Like,
Yeah,
bro, that's 3 times it's happened this
yeah,
season.
it's just
But
weird.
twice to the same player. So for me,
Yeah,
Kala is more about fitness first before than anything
yeah,
else.
yeah,
But
dude.
maybe I actually I heard James talk about this, and it makes a lot of sense. I think that he needs to actually, if you want to keep him fit, he needs to be playing left center back more, like as a backup to Gabriel, because it really exhausts his muscles when he plays and bombards up and down and playing in that left back role, and I think it
Oh,
more risks him
dude,
for his
I almost
fitness.
had a heart attack. I thought you were saying Saka needs to play left center back. You're talking about Calafiori.
Kala, why don't I say Saka? No
No,
way.
because it's like, because I was thinking about Saka's injury as well, like getting injured, like in warm
Oh,
up.
no, no, no,
So
no,
I'm
no, no, no,
thinking,
no,
I
no.
thought you were like, he needs to play left center back. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, 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 no. What the fuck? Mate, that'll be the last pod if I ever suggested
That's worse than Ian Wright's left back suggestion. Yeah,
that.
instant classic.
Yeah, no, but speaking of Saka playing different positions, you want to get into that? You want to talk Wigan
Okay. Did anything else I wanted to say about
from the
the
Brentford? Maybe we
Brentford?
can.
Um, Honestly, I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I have to say. I'm just surprised that the intensity wasn't there. I think that's about
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
See, that's the thing.
we can move on.
Did you hear what Rice said after the game though? So
No.
like Rice is basically saying, this Brentford team was really tough to play against. They were so hard from the beginning. Blah 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 blah. I'm happy we came out there with a point. And I'm like, Declan, you are letting your teammates off the hook here because you can say whatever you want. You are clearly the hardest working player on the pitch. In fact, you did the work of about 3 or 4 of your teammates.
To be honest, he
on that
was the
night.
best player on the pitch.
That's what I'm saying. But he's letting the rest of his teammates off the hook, and maybe that's what he's designed that to do.
Maybe he wanted to do that because he.
But if I was him, I'd be like, my players are just my teammates are not working hard enough. Why the fuck, are they against the back foot
Maybe
from so?
okay.
You know what I mean?
Let's to be honest. Let's see how the call goes because maybe they're responding better to that. I don't know because last time we dropped points, he was pretty pissed off.
Yeah, maybe he's been being told, hey, publicly, you need to be a little bit more. Keep it.
Or maybe that's his
tranquilo,
own decision. Maybe he's just trying a different approach.
Yeah,
We'll see. I mean, to
potentially.
be honest, I mean, it was only Wigan. Well, then again, Wigan's like such a low, like they're like third division. Like, yeah, it's and they're
Maybe maybe
struggling. They're
maybe
struggling
Declan
in low.
Rice low key watches Fire Them Cannons because remember that we had that big one and we were debating about captains and I'm like, if Declan Rice behaves that way like he did after Forest, he can't be the captain. Maybe he actually, he's like, oh damn it,
Like, well,
right?
like what? Did you say that? I can't remember you
Yeah,
saying
because
that.
we were chatting about captains, we were talking about Odegaard. It was the one we had the 6-person panel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we are talking about who should be the captain, and I said everyone's like, oh maybe it'd be Rice, and I said no, I think I prefer Gabrielle because the Rice is showing me sometimes that he doesn't behave like a captain, like in terms of in certain moments when things get tough and saying for fuck's sake out loud and you know isn't good behavior by your captain.
Then
Like
again,
regard,
since that incident, he was really like, I think his performance against Leeds was really good. That was and even though the Brentford we drew the game, he was definitely the best player on that pitch, and he saved us quite a few times.
yeah, yeah, no, no, absolutely. But yeah,
Uh,
but I was saying it was a bit of a cop out because he's like, oh, we, given the way that the Brentford played and the way they press and the way how hard they, and I'm like, you're talking about how hard Brentford are working, but what about us? Why wasn't our
yeah,
intensity there?
I'll give him
Like
that.
that's like I agree with both with that part of the statement, and I've already said it myself today, right? Which is we there are two clubs on the pitch, right? And you have to kind of give them their due that they literally
To be
you
honest
know
with you, to be honest, if you want me to be really, really honest,
yeah go
we
for it.
should have just won that game.
Absolutely, I
And
said that.
no, 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 as in like with the chances that we created, we should have won the game. That chance that fell to
The
Gyökeres, and he took two.
Martinelli.
And no, wait, before the Martinelli one, Gyökeres literally got the ball laid off to him and was too slow to just get the shot off. Defender runs back, clears it,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was literally a tap in. And then the Martinelli chance. I think with those two chances, we should have just won the game.
Yeah, but you
To be
can also say the same thing about Igor Thiago. He had many chances that he could have scored one on
honest.
ones as well. That we got bailed out. So I think it was a bit even. It was open. It was that
Well,
last
it's
sequence was
not like
very
Igor
open.
Thiago just missed. Our defenders stopped him.
Yeah, but again, it's so you're saying that their defenders weren't the part. Like I mean, Kelleher makes a great save
I mean, to be honest
on
with you,
Martinelli.
the Martinelli chances was pretty like just lift the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama Flossie, big ups to you.
Mama Flossie in the house.
Please, please, like you can't lose to City again. You
Yeah,
have to do
by the way,
something.
twice. If you guys, for me, could go to the Etihad, get us a draw, and then knock them out of the FA Cup.
We need something. We need something from you guys, Mama.
Come on, they absolutely embarrassed you and kicked you out of the cup. Like
We need something.
you guys need to come back with revenge in your belly. There's no,
I'm so sick of that. Yeah,
I know
it's
I would be
kind of
too. We might end up having the same issues.
yeah,
The Mansfield Town draw is nice because we don't have to play them now in the FA Cup at least for another round, and then
yeah.
the potential of them having to have that toughest fixture of anybody having to
There's
play
also a chance we can meet them in the
St James's
champs as
Park.
well, by the
That's
way.
that's the one that exactly that's what I was getting for,
We could
which
end
is
up playing them
that's the
like
draw I'm scared of.
we could still potentially play them one, two, like four more times.
Oh my god, please no. See,
This
you know what? I had a go at Igal. I was chatting to him about it. The fact that he goes on the shows, he goes, "No, I
actually
want
five more
Man
times.
City.
Actually,
I
five
want
times.
Man City. I want to knock Man City out of the all the competitions. I want to play them. I want to dunk on their head tops." I'm like, Igal, shut the fuck up. And I am one of the highest spoken guys, and me and Igal are cut from the same cloth. But I literally like messaged him, and I'm like, bro, chill. Because
Yeah,
I've had it
like
already where
I'm
people where
sick.
he
I'm
said
sick of.
stuff and people come at me like, Anton, you said X, Y, and Z, and Terry be like, no, 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 that wasn't Anton, that was a gal. Thank you. At least somebody says that.
Yeah, I don't want to like we could literally potentially play City 5 more times. We could play them twice in the champs. We could play them in the FA Cup and in the Carabao. Wait, any more times? And one more time in the league.
Yeah, no. The thing is that for me, I I don't back away from the competition. Like I look forward to that cup final, but I don't want to be playing them in all the
All the time.
time. It would get
Oh,
so
yeah, all the time.
exhausting.
Yeah,
I don't want
just
there to be a familiarity about it. I don't
yeah.
want it all of a sudden to make a season right now. Like a point that people keep. I do this thing sometimes where I'm thinking what I'm about to say and then I cut myself off. But the biggest thing that I would say right now is a lot of people have been saying, which is that cup final could swing momentum. It could either be that we beat them one on one and be like, you know what, fuck these guys. These guys are shit. Or a combination of they go beat us and all of a sudden we still haven't won a trophy and now we're trying to hold on to the league. I do think there's something behind that. I'm not gonna lie. Like um now do I think that we could lose the cup and win the league? Of course. Like given
Mm.
just the mathematical equation and the fact that I just think we're more consistent.
Well, to be
But
honest
I
with
would
you,
hate to be playing them and given the fact that like we are public enemy number one right now, and for some reason, you know, everyone loves City and are hoping City win all these trophies this year. Um, I don't want to be playing them so many times. The narratives would just drive me nuts, and the pressure would be through the roof.
and while I do think we're better than City, I just don't think we beat them 5 out of 5 times.
No way. And all those times are important. I want somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
I want somebody else
Like,
to be a favor. I will be disappointed if Newcastle don't knock them out of the FA Cup.
I
Even if you
mean,
guys go like 2-2 or something and take him to pens and beat him on pens. Oh, please. Like that would be
honestly,
amazing.
the way Newcastle's been playing recently, dude, I don't think they're gonna do anything.
But you know what? It's not necessarily about the way that they've been playing. It's a funny sport. That's why I always have this thing about playing a team so close together in quick succession or playing them like because there's always that revenge factor on the mind. Like I don't like, for instance, playing a team. What's I was going to say? Like when we played Villa, right? And I knew that we'd have Villa twice in the month of December, and I'm like, you know what? The fact we lost to them means we're most definitely going to beat them at home because I just think that we're a team
Oh
with quality. We have
no! What do you mean you have Bruno out? He just came back.
now Bruno's out for a while now. Yeah, he got injured in the
Oh, ugh.
yeah.
Oh, these guys don't look good without Bruno. I'm telling you right now. Like I was like Ash was talking in the chat. I was like, dude, why do you guys look like shit? And he's like, oh yeah, Bruno's out. It's like when Bruno's out, they just look like a different team for some
Yeah.
reason. It's like it's disgusting. Oh
Look, for me, if
no.
they lose the league game but then beat them in the FA Cup, I think I'll take that because avoiding playing them again in the FA Cup would be good. That
Oof.
I mean,
I'd rather them
I'm
drop
looking
down to
at
the league, though,
I'm
dude.
looking at
I'd
to
rather
be
them drop
honest, I'm
down
a
to
bit
the
greedy
league.
right now. You can see it in the title. Now the fact that we got Mansfield Town, I'm like, okay, quarterfinal. As long as the most ridiculous thing doesn't happen, we're gonna be in the quarterfinals,
Yeah, this is
right?
not good. Not good.
So therefore, we like as I said already, we'd be in the quarterfinals of that. We'd be potentially by then in the quarterfinals the of the Champions League, considering the draw. You would hope so. Um, and then that would be without playing City, is what I'm saying, right?
Mm.
Um, you know, we'd have a cup final first in the Premier League. If we fucking have to play City at every corner after that, and they deny us at the very end, I will be so angry. If they deny us at every corner, I will be so angry. That's why I
They're
don't
not.
want them because
That's
there's
not
the
gonna happen.
team. That's the team that
That's not
for me
gonna
at the
happen.
moment. What?
That's not gonna
That's
happen.
not going to happen.
They're not gonna deny us at every corner. It's not gonna happen.
It's a
I'm
possibility.
telling you, we're winning that Carabao Cup. We're winning that game, guaranteed.
Yeah. Look, when it comes to so funny when it comes to cup finals, just because it's a one off thing and there's so much that goes into these like so much emotion and so many things that go into it. I find it hard to predict. Like
Oh yeah, I
obviously I'm
forgot.
going to come out and say, oh, I think Arsenal's going to win because that's just my
Mm,
thing. Like, you know,
yeah,
sometimes we'll just say like even with Wolves, you know, well, we're all Arsenal are usually going to win against Wolves. It's Wolves, but at the game when the game comes on. we're going to be a bit, we're going to be a bit anxious
This might
because
sound a
we're
little
going to
bit
want to get the
crazy.
3 points.
But I think we're more likely to beat City in the final than Wolves tomorrow. Well, Wolves our next Wolves game.
Whoa. Whoa. I mean, you're saying that, is that saying that we're going to win both of those games, or
Like
that we're going to lose to
I
Wolves
don't
but
know
beat
what it
City in the
is.
final?
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I just feel like we are just going to win that cup. I feel like it just means too much. I think it means
I
way
get
too
you.
much.
I get
I
you.
feel like we will play our best football. The thing about Wolves is I don't know if we're going to play our best football, but we're probably still going to win anyway. I feel when we play City in that final, we're going to see the best football.
I mean, the
Oh
fact
yeah.
that we went,
Also, just want to mention, Chris says we have one of the great talents in Diamond, so things will work out. Chris is on the Max Diamond hype train, just like me.
yeah,
So
he does
big
love
up.
the Max Diamond hype train. Um, that's one thing that
You
was
got you
missing.
lads have to do it for the sake of football. Oh, you don't like
You know
City?
what? That's very refreshing for somebody actually to tell the truth here, because people saying that Arsenal winning it would ruin football. I'm like, how could a team winning it for the first time in 20 plus years, seeing the elation, the joy out of a fan base that's been starved,
Like if
ruining
City win it again,
football?
it's literally just we're literally the Bundesliga. Like guys, we're the
Right,
Bundesliga.
I know. Fuck. Yeah, actually, can we get into this topic, Cal? I don't know why, because it just triggers me. Why really? Seriously, I know we might be annoying. I might be annoying. I get it. I know I'm annoying. I'll self diagnose myself with annoyingness. But dude, this is a team that's won over and over and over and over and over again.
It's just God against banter. Also, Mama, you're the first Newcastle fan or like neutral fan I've met that I just don't like City more than Arsenal. Like literally,
Which, by the way, makes
mostly
sense.
yeah, mostly people hate Arsenal if they have to choose between City and Arsenal. Unless you're like Manchester United or Liverpool, sometimes most people like would just hate Arsenal more.
By the way, it's not with City. It's not just that they're a good team. I think there's a lot of times where in other sports where I've hated teams because they were good teams, but I have mutual respect for them. When they go win, I go, okay, yeah, fair play. When City win, I just see, by the way, it always ending up in the same fucking ending, which that hurts. That hurts me. But it's just
Mm.
the way that they've gotten to this stage, the plasticness of this, the cheeky cheating, the 115, Pep Guardiola's little smile,
Big big
Hamza,
big
arrogance,
2025.
all that.
Big
Oh,
2025 was supposed to be the year we get the 115 allegations sorted. Where still no where did that go?
bro,
Just up on
I'm
the
no
rug.
Liverpool fan, but even in some of the years that it looked like Liverpool were going to do it, and then they ended up with the trophy at the end, I still, I'm a little part of me dived inside. I'm like, fuck, not these guys again.
Mm.
Like one part about this, which I think would be great, which people don't understand, which is actually going to be great for football, is that we would ruin that sort of fatigue. If all of a sudden someone went head to head with City in a title race, a real title race, not a runaway champion, and beats them,
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
that's great. That brings
I
belief. It
think
means anybody can do it.
if City win again this year, it would be 8 out of the last 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's disgusting.
It's
8
gross.
out of the last 10
Yeah.
titles. Come
No,
on,
I
guys.
think to be honest, and I think Arteta knows this. He has to win it. He has to, a, for himself, for for his own job, his own
He's gonna win it.
reputation,
He's gonna do it,
and
dude.
also just for all the points that you just made and I just made.
That's all good. We're
Like,
gonna do it. It's all good.
yeah, okay. I'm glad to have you say that type of stuff, man. Because yeah, look, I
We're
think
winning.
that Brentford
We're
games brings a
winning
lot of
two.
self
We're winning at
reflection.
least. We're winning at least two. I reckon. If I was like, I reckon we win two. I reckon we win the Carabao, the league. I think we're probably gonna get knocked out in the semis of the Champions League, and we might lose an FA Cup final. But I do think that we'll get to like two finals, win one, and then win the
Oh,
league.
bro, no, no, no. If we make it to the final of the FA Cup, we're winning it.
You,
That's our trophy.
you,
Historically, as a
you think
Gooner,
so?
I have never seen us lose one for
Fair
like
enough.
ages. Last time
By the
the way
way,
you lost one was like I, th- I was a
big
I was
up
a
to Mama
little kid.
Flossie. up the tune. Like, can we have Mama Flossie on instead of Ash?
Maybe. No, big upset. To be honest, Ash is so beaten. I could
Yeah,
tell.
we just want an echo chamber.
Terry pointed this out to me. He goes, the reason why the group chat isn't as alive as it used to be is because all those teams, their seasons are basically over.
Yeah,
They've got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but
They're
Chelsea
so
will always
defeated.
pipe up every time they
That's
every
why.
time
That's what
we draw a game.
Ash used to always be like, I will always be on Six Sided on Thursday, every Thursday. It's been like 2 months since he's been on Six Sided.
Lumen says, so if Etihad had bought Arsenal and made it win a treble, would you have called yourself plastics and oil or whatever?
No,
well, that's
because we would have had a history.
We would have had 13 league titles before before that happened. We'd have a massive history. We have a massive
like history. We're playing Mansfield Town. Imagine if somebody buys Mansfield Town tomorrow, they get promoted, and then all of a sudden they're the Premier League champions in 5 years.
And to be honest with you, maybe we wouldn't call it plastic if they could actually like fill in their bloody stadium,
Oh, they're actually making the stadium bigger. They can't even.
No, Ash is a good lad. He is a good lad. We're just joking.
Oh no, Ash is a great.
We're best mates with Ash. We love Ash. We actually love Ash.
One thing you'll learn about me, Flossie, is that the people that I'm talking about on stream are the people who are always in my mind and who I always actually care about. Like I've reached out to Ash about the potential of being part of this platform as well and doing certain shows in the future on a regular basis.
Ash.
Like we love Ash. One of my favorite things to do when I'm bored and I have nothing to do with my time is get on and text him and get under his skin if we can have an argument.
Yeah, the banter between Ash is amazing. We love him. And I would never gonna every single time Zubamendi scores, we message him every single time.
Trust me, if I hate you, I don't message you at all.
Yeah,
right. Like I'm replying to him at everything. Like.
Also, Terry Flows is a reason for many to start liking Arsenal every day stream on Arsenal. Well, to be honest with you, the reason why he just level with me. Like the reason why he talks about Arsenal a lot and a lot of people talk about Arsenal a lot is because we're literally the only interesting thing to talk about. City has won the last 7 out of 9 league titles. Liverpool aren't in a title race. They literally knocked themselves out of the equation. So there's literally nothing else to talk about.
Did you see the latest story on Arsenal? Did you see about the guy who tried to get his shirt signed and came back to Arteta's car and Arteta drove off?
Oh, really?
He literally sat there for 2 minutes being like, can you please sign this shirt? It's for my son. By the way, it's like a large shirt, right? and he's clearly like, and he's like, keeps tapping on the window and waving, please, it's for my son. It's for my son. And Arteta's like, no, I can't. I literally, for security reasons, I can't open this window. And literally,
really?
He just drives off. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was a security.
You need to like read there's a recording of it. Just read Arteta's lips. You can see it through the window. He goes, I can't.
Oh, that sucks for that guy. But
what people don't realize about like the players and the managers when they come back driving home in their car, they have a security member in either driving the car or in the back seat of the car.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
So that guy's probably telling him, you don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
100%.
Lou has done juju. Dude, like
no,
Lou,
but my point is
she took all of Newcastle's momentum, like, and injected it into Manchester United because they're just like on a roll. They're just on a roll.
Oh my god, you know what? That is a
because I feel like Manchester United should be where Newcastle is in the league right now, and Newcastle should be where Manchester United is in the league right now in terms of quality of the teams. So yeah.
You know what? I actually think that Man United's team is a lot more talented. And even you had them high up there. There's a lot more talent.
Oh yeah, but to be honest, the fact that to be honest, them winning as many as they did in a row is like kind of.
Well, I'm not saying that Newcastle team is bad. And by the way, Newcastle team's just not available.
Yeah,
that's the main point. I don't actually. I think there are certain extents they are underperforming, but I also think that to a certain extent it's hard for them to do it when their players aren't there. Like they bought Wissa at the start of the season. He didn't even
injured for like
play.
3 months.
Yeah, exactly. Like they started with Waltemata a lot earlier than they wanted to. You know, now
Yeah.
they don't have Bruno. They like he's out.
David, you absolute bastard. Look at this cheeky dickhead. How we do? Are we in a better mood today?
We are
Dude,
in a.
this guy was
You know
probably
what?
pissing
Yeah,
himself. Dude,
you saw him
he
come
showed
in the
up to our
stream
watch at the end of our watch
afterwards.
along.
He was watching
Are
my
we in a good
absolute
mood today?
mental meltdown.
Dude, I'm just gonna
That's
wait for the
not
next United
that's not the
loss.
first time in the last month where David see me have a mental breakdown. I literally was
David
so
was
pissed after
so
United's game that I actually went on his
joyful.
channel.
I didn't even need to see his face to see his smile with his messages in the chat. Just
Oh yeah.
because we're melting down after after the draw.
You know what though? I sat there and I edited your short afterwards, and I was like, yeah, Cal's calmed down. Like
Yeah,
what you were saying in your short. First off, you were like, by the way, like, you know, I was so emotional after that game, and always,
yeah.
you know, I say things after the end of these, and then then you're like at the end of it, you know what? I think that, you know, this city will drop points. We'll beat Wolves. We'll beat Tottenham. We'll be good. You
Yeah.
know, it'll be
Yeah.
but the gap will come
I
back.
calmed down. I definitely calmed down after the game. To be honest, I think you were angrier than me during the
I
live
was
stream.
so angry. And then I was literally sitting backstage on Terry's stream, listening to some of our fellow fans go and say certain things after the game. And I'm like, guys,
Oh no, the big ups to Lou. Lou came in and saw Lumen snitching.
oh, Lumen got banned from your channel, Lou. That's why Lumen's in here now.
Nah, I think she's joking. David's been a top troll. He's been on fire. Yeah, he has. Yes. Big ups to David. Big ups to David speaks football, and big ups to Spill the Tea Lou.
Big ups
Um,
to everyone here. We got what a star-studded
eh,
chat we got here.
yeah. Both of you in a meltdown. You guys were furious. Best thing I've ever seen, dude. I could just tell the fact. I could just see the smile behind the screen. Hey, I could just
Oh my
smell it.
god.
And we
I was
gained
in
viewers
so
after the
much
loss as well, which
I
was
was in
like,
such a rage, and I'm like, oh, here
yeah,
comes David. And
yeah.
generally, I like shrug it off, but because my mental capacity was in like the toilet, I was like, I just couldn't hold it. I was
And
like,
seeing get more viewers because of the loss, I was just like, dude, just end this shit, bro. Like,
yeah, you were
I'm not
telling
in
me
the
you said
mood.
that a few times.
Yeah, I was like, end this. I'm not in the mood. If the
You know what?
Newcastle players
We
are
should
on
have done a watch along for the Wigan game, but you were asleep.
Lumen, this is literally what I've been saying. If the Newcastle players and squad are good, and they really are on paper, then Eddie Howe seems to not be good enough for them. I'm saying this.
Yeah, I actually think that
Newcastle,
they're making a
you
change.
guys need, like, there's going to be a big top manager roulette in the summer. You guys need to get one of the picks, and you guys
Yeah,
can
and
definitely do that.
and I don't think
Trust me.
United is going to be part of it. I think they're going to sign Carrick to a
They're
5-year
gonna keep
extension.
they're gonna extend Carrick. They're
You
gonna
know what I'm
extend
doing here,
Carrick.
right? You know what I'm doing
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah, of
Yeah, no.
course.
I think he's gonna get one of those Chelsea contracts, like 7 to 10 years or something.
I honestly think he's gonna get an extension. No trolling. I think he's gonna get an extension.
Yeah, look, you know what? I think that's why a bit of it me when I saw that they drew Newcastle, I feel different about that FA Cup game than the league game, because that Newcastle game for me is Eddie Howe's last chance to keep his job. If they win the FA Cup, Eddie Howe stays, so he keeps himself
He's
alive.
not
He
winning.
keeps
He's not winning the FA Cup. Come on, let's be
no,
real.
no. Okay, forget about that or not. I'm just talking about the scenario of them playing Man
Okay,
City, right? That's do or die. Like, I'm not saying Newcastle. Of course, Arsenal's going to win the FA Cup, but like, I'm like, that's it. That's it for them for their season. That's everything that game, and it's at home. You know, Newcastle. By the way, let's keep into context. City could be playing Real Madrid that week in the Champions League potentially, as well.
Sam's Shami. I don't know if this is the first time I've seen you here, but you said goal scored in 25-26. Your career 60 million, 13 Martinelli, 40 million. I'm guessing this is how much these players are worth. Martinelli 40 million, 11 goals. Trossard 20 million, 7 goals. Saka 130 million, 7 goals. Eze 65 million, 5 goals. Odegaard 75 million, 1 goal. Well, the different positions. I don't expect Odegaard to be scoring
Okay,
too
well,
much.
let's count the goals and then see how much that adds up to. Because all you're showing me is that the Arsenal team, they spread the goals around. We don't have one guy who scores all the goals for us.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a positive
That's
or negative.
13 plus 11 is 24 goals. Plus 7 is 31. Plus another 7, we're up to 38. Plus 5, we're up to 43. Plus 1 is 46. That's 46 goals.
Yeah, and I think your curse is going to end the season with 20, which is pretty good. Lubin has decided to try and push Nate me and spread lies. No jokes at all. Jeez, big big accusations. Davids is convinced that only Enrique is a right manager for Manchester
You
United.
know what's
I'm
so
sorry,
funny?
David, but
Yeah.
you're not getting Enrique.
Can I
I'm really
say
sorry.
something about this manager thing while we're on it? And this
Yeah,
might rub some people the wrong way. But just because someone's a big name doesn't mean he's necessarily the right fit for your club. Sometimes personality wise, they don't mesh with what you've got. Sometimes it doesn't mesh with what the football clubs, the ownership, and what they want to do. There, I've seen many teams hire great managers, and it doesn't always because they're a
I
great
don't think.
manager of a great CV doesn't necessarily always mean it works for that particular club. Like,
But
who knows if Enrique's got the patience to deal with what Manchester United is going through right now?
yeah,
Like
and
you just don't know.
for the first time, they played like a team that was playing a low block against them, and they drew the game. Like this is the thing, yeah. It's like when you're like an upstart team and you're playing counter attack, and teams don't know how to set up against you, and you're kind of surprising people, you can go on like these kind of runs. But once teams are kind of like feel threatened and they're like, okay, we're just gonna sit in a low block and you're gonna have to do something. That's
Well, I think
when
Enrique is staying at PSG, by the way.
Oh, really? That's when
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
what the team's made of. And the first opportunity, at the first hurdle that Manchester United had to play a team that didn't want to play football, which is what all the top teams have to face. Liverpool face it, Manchester City face it, we face it. And they kind of treated you like they treated us. You drew the game because like you just need better players and you probably need a manager who can like a better manager too. Let's be honest. Um,
Well, no, Michael Carrick's. I think Michael Carrick's
He's
been
good, but
doing
he's
very
not good.
good.
He's not good enough to
Look,
take
I mean,
Manchester United where they need to.
again, Manchester United is not going to show up where they need to show up overnight. There's so much that needs to go into
Yeah, but
before.
that's why you need a guy who can
You know what you
actually.
need is you need what Arteta originally was meant to be, which is a guy that comes in, just resets the culture, changes everything, gets rid of the bad poisons,
Yeah,
galvanize everybody. So it's gets you into that level where you're able to challenge again. And if he just doesn't break the glass ceiling, then you get in a big manager who's able to got a squad that's all settled, the culture that's very positive, and then can take them over the line. I think I don't know if Enrique would be wanting that Man United job right now. I mean, clearly he's taken the PSG. He's extended his contract with PSG. So
oh, he extended the contract.
yeah,
Oh shit. David says, "I knew you in a bad way, Anton. Now, what sort of Manchester United fan are you? When you went there, I knew I caught the hook. Yeah, dude. When I saw like when you said that on stream, I was like, yeah, he got you, he got you. Hey, sup, Drake? Cup
hey
chasers.
my
What up,
man.
chance? Big ups to you. Luma. Oh yeah. You're just talking to Lou. How is done? Imagine if they see Sete in the champs too.
Or
Yeah.
Dawn
Oh wait, can Newcastle play City?
in the Champions League. I mean,
Oh
potentially.
oh
Oh my
crap.
god, that would be so.
That'd be oh
Oh no, I mean it would. Wait. Let me look at that draw again.
yeah. I'll just continue with
Um,
these. Eddie won't get sacked. I do. I
well,
think
they could. You can't play another English team until the quarterfinals. That's for one.
okay.
If Newcastle, if they win, would most likely play Barcelona. They would play Barcelona because they couldn't draw Chelsea. So Barcelona and Carabag, the Barcelona Chelsea would play the winner of Carabag against Newcastle. I think is that what it says?
Oh,
Or
Lou,
or
this is you
Monaco
need
and
Lou. You need to know the
PSG.
context. You need to know the context. She says, oh dear, a lot of these rivals these days are considered hard to be a United fan. I've seen 3 Arsenal fans to be questioning it. Are you guys thinking of applying to be one of us? The context is Anton was a bit salty because in our when we're drawing the game and me and Anton are having like a meltdown on stream, like David comes in and starts laughing at us. And Anton got triggered and was saying, "You're not a United fan. Do you want City to win the league? How can you be like this?" So it was like he literally just got he literally went fishing for Anton, and Anton bit on the
I mean,
cheese.
I would have
You
been on
bit on the
anything. I would have been on
cheese,
anything
bro.
there right now. I was replying to everything and anything.
Dude, you were so mad.
I told my brother who's sitting there in the Odegaard Defense Brigade, being like we should sell
This like
Odegaard
now is not
tonight.
the time. Yeah, you like you're not having any of it.
I mean, the thing is, you know what? Odegaard came on, made an impact, but
God.
sorry, the defending on that fucking corner, the fact that he's the guy who's in that position, who's
Yeah, and then
defending
he's
that in
like
the first
rolling
place.
around after he got hit. Ugh. But let me not
No,
talk
see,
negatively
see,
about
no,
that.
but like, no, I would have been pissed, but I'm still pissed now. Like, I think he got a little bit, off the hook there because of the injury thing. But that was that effort there was absolutely fucking awful. Like, honestly, that goal completely avoidable. It
Dude,
was from a very
like
long
with all due
throw. He
respect,
couldn't.
David, with all due respect, you would literally shave your beard to have a manager to take you where Arteta's taken us. You guys are actually in the mud. Like, like when you guys actually come back, you can start speaking like this. Man said, turn down the volume when he used Arteta an example. Do you realize where you are? Like, relax.
Who
Like,
did you play in the FA Cup this
calm
week,
down.
David? How'd you guys
you
go?
you need to calm down. They've already played Barca this season too. It's just Newcastle.
Um, yeah. So yeah, they would play probably. I think they would have to play. They
You're
would have to
calling
play
Terry an
Barcelona because they
asshole.
can't play Chelsea.
Again, why are you egging on Lou to troll just like you, dude? What are you doing here? David, the trolling is contagious. He's getting secondary trolled by the same situation. Just think about it. Lou and David are troll tag team, dude. They are, dude. This is what happens when Manchester United aren't completely mudded. Like the Manchester United fans get like a lot of chest. So you're gonna see this. We need them to like come cradling back to reality. They drew against West Ham. All I need is for them to, just another loss, and then they're gonna like calm down and start being, objective again. In the meantime, we have to deal with this. Even someone as reasonable as Lou is joining the trolling brigade. You know what I'm saying? Kyle sending bullets, yeah, man. Yes, Terry, the Arsenal fan, yeah, bro. Like, and you know what's really funny? This is the thing, yeah. If Terry didn't make it obvious that it annoyed him, I think people wouldn't be calling him an Arsenal fan as much. But I think it annoys him. And I think the trolls know it annoys him. So they just keep doing it.
Yeah. It's so funny though. Like I could tell he's not an Arsenal fan because when he's bringing up this quad talk, I could tell it hurts him.
Yeah, it's like
He's like, that's the
it's like
one place that he just it's gone too far if that were to
yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah. To
'Cause
be fair, I
it
said
ruins
fifth
the
before
Man
the season
United
started.
legacy.
To be fair, I actually said fifth before the season started as well. It's just like I just lost all faith in Amarim. Like I think if you guys still had Amarim, you'd probably
Wait,
be
wait,
where
wait.
Tottenham is.
I still wait. I still think that they're making the top four. Actually, I would actually almost argue I would guarantee that they're making the top four.
Chelsea might actually pip them to it.
See, this is the same. No, you get out of here with Chelsea. Man, I have more confidence. I'm going to shake my hand right now. I have way more confidence in Man United than Chelsea.
You
Way
did, Cal. I
more.
remember. The thing, okay, Lou. Based on I'm not even going to take credit for my prediction anymore because the way Manchester United season has gone it's just completely like just unpredictable. Like the way your team's season has gone, like what the actual fuck's going on? Like the fact that you're playing so well in preseason, you get Amarim at like for the first half of the season, literally decided that he didn't want to be a manager anymore, playing the stinkiest football I've ever seen in my life. Then you get Carrick, and then Carrick wins like 4 games in a row on the bounce, beating us and Manchester City. Like this season's like your season is so unpredictable. Even if you guys finish fifth, I'm not taking credit because it's just outside the realm of like what's reasonable. Like if you guys finished 10th this season, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what's going on with your club.
Um,
I can't predict. I can't predict anything with Manchester United at the moment.
yeah, I don't know. I think I thought even after the Arsenal City, what they had 4 wins, so that means they've also beaten Fulham, and they also beat, who was the other team that they beat in
Oh
that run
no,
as
David's
well?
drinking the Kool-Aid. He says if Carrick gets third, give him 1 year contract. Oh no.
I mean that's very generous of David.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I actually have. I know they had a bad drop points against West Ham, but I don't even think that they were that poor in the game. I think they were a little bit unlucky, and they're playing against a West Ham team that's desperate.
Yeah.
Like I think United is going to be fine. I think United have been more consistent than
Yeah,
Liverpool.
fair
I think
enough.
they've
Yeah,
been more
because
consistent than
West Ham
Chelsea.
actually played well that game.
Yeah,
To be
I
honest,
think
they
what we're
played well
doing
in the
here
first.
is
They
with
played
other
well in the
clubs is what
first
we do
half
with
against.
Arsenal.
They played well against. Well, I guess that's just fair, isn't it?
Yeah,
To
I
be
know.
honest with you.
No, because it's
uh,
like oh, when you don't win a game, then all of a sudden you can never win a game. I don't see when you win
well,
games, it's like well,
the
we're
thing
never
is,
going to lose again. You know what I mean? It's
what
always kind of
I'm
like
gonna say is, what is a little bit of a red flag for me was the fact that the first time they went up against a team that kind of played a low block, they didn't win. For
mm,
me, it tells me because we've seen that happen with us. It's like when teams stopped, you know, actually started respecting us, we had to completely change. And I'm not sure if Carrick has that in him just yet.
yeah,
If we
and
get top four despite everything that's happened this season, we are sensational. You skip the
yeah,
Fletcher
yeah.
spell.
It's a great season.
Yeah, fair
100%
enough. Yeah.
agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, I
And
think it's. I think if you guys
I
finish
think
top four this season,
do
that's a
you know what I
resounding
actually think is
success.
happening?
That's a
Especially
resounding success.
I can see it with David, and I can see it with Lou. I think I've seen it with Lou for a long time, which is they actually understand where they're at as a football club. There are so many Man United fans who the fact that they're so angry is because they still have title expectations. They're so disillusioned.
Yeah,
Well, we're
dude.
Manchester United, we're entitled to this and that.
Yeah,
David is at a point now, I believe, where he goes, hey, if we finish in the top four, Carrick gets us to third, I would
yeah.
give an extension because it's a great season. It's
I would
above
only give Carrick
expectation.
I would only give Carrick an extension if he shows that he can beat low blocks.
Yeah.
If every time you play a low block you drop points in this season, I think you get rid of him despite. I think it should be performance based analysis. I think if he's shown that he's able to play the top teams and win, show me that you can
Boy, that's a really good trait.
show me that you can also beat the low blocks. If you have those two, that means you've kind of, for me, proven that you have the skill set to be a top manager. That's
Well,
my
do you
opinion
realize
on it.
what you just asked of him, right? That's title challenging form. We be able to beat the low blocks and beat all the good teams.
Yeah.
So it's usually generally for teams that are at Man United's, top fours, you're gonna get sometimes you're gonna beat good teams. Sometimes
No,
the good teams
I'm
are
not
gonna
saying they
smash
win
you.
every game.
Sometimes
I'm
you'll be able to
saying
beat the low blocks.
no,
Sometimes
like
you aren't.
no,
You
but
know what I
that's what I'm
mean?
saying is, even if I'm not saying he has to beat every low block, but beat some of them.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
he
saying.
beat Fulham. I mean, again, that was a crazy back and forth
No,
game.
that wasn't a Fulham were going pretty hard. Fulham were like
What was the
sitting back.
other game though? Can you guys remind me? That was the
We
other game in their winning run.
they played us, they played Manchester City, and they played Fulham, and they played
Who's the other one?
who was the other one? Can't remember. What was the other one? Was it a low block team?
Come on, we got both David and Lou in here. You guys got to tell us who the other one was.
Every
I can
content
go
creation
back.
aim to go commercial. In the beginning, it's about football. Then career becomes the
Oh,
target.
Tottenham. All right, was it Tottenham?
No, you said content
1925.
creators.
Yeah,
Oh,
Spurs.
Spurs.
Yeah,
Spurs
but no,
doesn't
Spurs. Do
exist.
not call them a big club. They're in the
Spurs,
relegation zone.
Spurs, that was like embarrassing performance. Like Spurs are so shit. Oh
It's so
man.
funny. Spurs fans are gonna think I did that on purpose. It tells you how much
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Diego Simeone is a terrible choice. He's the highest
wait,
paid
who's
manager in world football. He's gonna want even.
Diego Simeone to Man United.
Yeah, horrible,
David, that's not what you need right
horrible.
now.
Simeone is like also he's the highest paid manager in the world right now. He's gonna want even more money from you. I think that's horrible. Horrible idea.
Seriously, I
Carrick's got low
actually
blocks,
think
kill us. Carrick
what
got the
you
turn
guys
wrong. We
need
needed
right
high
now is
to
exactly
start
what
the
you're
game.
getting out of Man United with Michael Carrick. I
Yeah.
actually am. I'm not joking when I say this, but that is exactly like all of a sudden you guys are playing together. You're playing as a team. The players are playing in the right positions. He simplified everything. Like there's life. There's a belief. That's what you need right now before you start going for let's get best in class. I think best in class comes when your squad is ready for
Mm,
it.
no,
I don't
like
know if
you
they.
could
I think it would break them. I
you
think it would break them.
it depends on how Carrick performs. Depends. If he can't break the low blocks, like it make then what you're spending money in the summer for? Like it'll just be a waste. You're just basically you're throwing away next season. Like if he's shown that let's say there's certain things that you need the manager to be able to show that he's at least capable of. Let's say they go up against a couple low blocks and they're breaking them down, but because of like X player's quality, they're misplacing the pass, or X player can't finish. Then you could go, oh well, he got the tactics right. It's just the players. But if he's shown that he's tactically inept against the low blocks, I think at that point you need to go, thank you for saving our season, but we need someone we need to rebuild this shit with someone who knows what they're doing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but again, for me, like maybe with a different name, but for me, Simeone, it's for me. I can just the name. When you mention that name, I think, all right, those players are probably not going to enjoy the training, the training, the training methods. They're probably not going to like his fiery attitude. They're probably not be able to take it, and they're going to start complaining. And like I can see there being a
To be
falling
honest,
out, and it's just
Simeone
not working.
personality wise is actually probably a good fit because um, I think someone with a little bit more spunk could get this Manchester United team somewhere.
Yeah, but
Because you can't be a pushover.
I think what's perfect with Carrick is that he shows players what it means to be a Manchester United player. He
That's because he's
understands
a
the
legend.
history of
Yeah,
the club. Yeah, but
yeah.
I think that's an important aspect.
It's
I
important,
think
but
if players,
it's not the most important aspect. It's not the
it
most.
is, but I think
They just need to
again,
respect him. They just need to
you're putting the
respect the
cart
manager.
before the horse. You get where I'm coming from?
I know what you're saying, but I just don't think I just think if Carrick doesn't show the tactics, you're going to waste another year. You know?
Look,
It's the
we'll
same.
see.
David who admires Mourinho's type of football.
Yeah, I know, right? David loves Mourinho, but Arsenal are boring.
Yeah. I can't don't don't know what to say about that one.
It's stuff like Goldbridge was like, it'd be amazing if a team won the quad, but it can't be, they can't win the quad playing like this. And like, who wrote the rules on how you're allowed to win trophies?
To be honest, I think you're more likely to win a quad playing like stinky football.
Yeah, we're not balls to the wall. We're the thing is, the thing that I think people miss out on the Arsenal thing, and he brought up another really good point, which was teams that tend to throw leads away and bottle leagues are the teams who generally play a lot more chaotic ball, a lot more up and down, a lot
Mm,
more attacking football. Where we've got a solid base to work with.
mm,
We work from a low floor, and tends to be not the type of team that loses things. It tends to be a team that
mm.
has control of games, and I think that's the most important thing. One thing I think do want to be about the Brentford game, and maybe we should kind of move on and talk
Yeah.
about Wigan. Um, but one thing that annoyed me the most about that game is the fact that was the first time in a long time this season, maybe a few games, you can remind me, maybe Cal or other ones you can think of, where we didn't have control of the game. Even in other
Now we
games
do.
where we have lost, we still had control of the game. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, big up, Luke.
that's what annoyed me.
She believes. She's starting to believe. I think you definitely get a double amazingly. I don't think the quad is impossible. Hey, she's starting to believe. Hey, Rookie. Sup, dude? Said,
Rookie,
why do I
have
never
you
get
hit the
any
bell? Have you hit the
um
notification bell?
why do I never get when you guys live? I don't know. I think there's like two versions of the bell. I think there's like all personalized. I think you have to click all for you to get the bell properly. Maybe. I don't know. But big up to
Hmm.
you, Rookie. I'm always here.
Yeah, but let's talk about this FA Cup game
And big ups to
because
Tyrell Gunner.
So we mentioned it a little bit, but like Calafiori got left out of the lineup. So originally, Miles Lewis Skelly was meant to start the game in the midfield, which was something I think I was excited about when I saw the lineup. And then I saw that Saka all of a sudden was in. It wasn't until they got to the actual game coverage in the graphic, and I'm like, Saka is there at left back, which by the way was wrong.
Yeah, that was
Um,
like when I saw that graphic, I was like, what the hell's going on here?
yeah, yeah. Well, he clearly it was that's what the TV producers kind of thought. But yeah, Saka ended up playing in the 10, and they moved Eze actually to the left hand side into kind of like Declan Rice's position. And yeah, Eze played his best game really since Spurs. Like I
Yeah,
thought it was.
I still think,
What are your thoughts on that, bro?
I have a hot take on the SA thing, by the way, and I
Go
had a
for
hot
it. I think
take.
this is the time.
Um, before let me just finish off these messages before you should start. It says Simeone needs opportunities like me. Put me on the United side. I'm taking over. Put Simeone on a big club and he takes over. I actually do think you do well in United stand, believe it or not. I think your box office, David. To be honest,
Oh
I,
yeah,
I actually like David. I actually think your box office. Like, please just
I've
keep making
actually
content.
heard Goldbridge mention you by name when you've been in the chat. I think did he
Uh,
call you like David speaks
he
something
calls him.
else?
He calls him David speaks shit. I don't think he likes him.
Yeah,
Um,
but the fact is that's the thing. That's what people are missing. Not many people, most people write things and Goldbridge doesn't even read them because he doesn't
yeah,
care.
yeah,
That's what people are missing. That's how I know that David is box office because he
yeah.
gets everybody to respond to
Impact,
him.
baby, impact.
David, like Goldbridge thinks about you. Terry definitely thinks about you. Even
Yeah.
when you were here, Terry was made sure that he was
He's
in our
like,
in
oh,
our live chat.
David. He's tossing and turning in his bed. Oh, David.
Yeah,
I
bro.
want him on my shows.
Dude, I mean, to be honest, he should totally have you on the United stand.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's not, he's stupid. I'm being blunt. Like,
We will take that draw all day. I don't know about that one, big boy. Like, big man, I don't know about that one. Take the draw.
well, are you talking about the Brentford game?
Are you talking about the Brentford game or are you talking about drawing thing like the FA Cup draw?
Oh, I think it's talking about the FA Cup draw.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
saying hi, Tyrell. Oh yeah, I said this one, and oh yeah, you said this one, and they're just telling Rookie to put on the bell. Talking about United, they're talking amongst themselves. Uh, yep, they're just talking about the bell. Unless Arsenal wins a treble or quad, the charm of winning two trophies is long gone, dude. Like that's so bullshit. It's unbelievable. We haven't won the league in 22 years. You're telling us, hey, if you win only the league, that's not enough. It's like, come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
No, 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 no. Uh, if we won only the Carabao Cup, it's not enough. If we won only the FA Cup, it's not enough. But if we won only the Champions League or only the Prem,
That's
it's
definitely
definitely enough. That's a
yeah.
great season.
Who were we arguing with? Was saying we wouldn't be satisfied with the domestic cups. What a
Ash.
domestic cup in the chats. Someone I remember we were live. We were doing a watch along, and someone got really mad at us for saying we wouldn't.
Oh,
Um,
was that I think it was I don't actually I don't want to some of my viewers,
was
I don't
that
want to
Chris
misquote
Antonio?
them.
Was it Chris? Was it Chris getting mad at us when we said we didn't want to? We wouldn't be satisfied with a domestic cup double. I can't remember.
Yeah, look, again, from the position of where we are in the Premier League,
Yeah,
like
that lineup had a lot of technicality, security, but lacks physicality. We're gonna guess. Okay, this is my take. This is my take. Um, I was okay with the Eze performance. I think going forward, he was fine. Well, sometimes he was fine. I think his vision is elite, but this is a big but. I didn't like the fact that Wigan players, more than once during the game, literally caught him on the ball because he's like just blasé with the ball. And these are like Wigan guys. Like there was several times in the game where he's on the ball and because he's so nonchalant, Wigan player literally like took the ball off him and started a counter attack.
to be
Like several
honest,
times.
what
So
time in the game was that?
this was in the first half.
After we were how many goals up?
Like this happened this happened, I think, after the second goal. But the thing is, like, when you're
Realized
playing
at
for
that point he had put
no,
in two
no,
elite through balls
yeah, I'm
that
saying
led to
that.
that 2-0 lead.
I said those were elite, but when you're playing for Arsenal and we're in these competitions, you can't have moments like that. I don't care if it's against Wigan. Like, you
Yeah.
must be on the ball, especially in the position that he's in. It's not like he's been killing it for the last, 10 weeks and he kind of like, you're like, oh, it's just
Mm.
Wigan. Like, like, dude, you need to prove yourself more. Like, those are really good passes, but like, come on, like, we need that like every game from you. You know what I'm saying? And it was against Wigan. So I thought it was a really good performance going forward. I think he still lacks intensity and like just awareness in the game at times. And I think he needs, and the thing is, and that's why he's not getting picked, by the way, because we know our manager. We know Arteta is like, you need
Mm.
to be on it for him to like, for you to be playing week in, week out in that midfield, you know? And
Mm.
like, honestly, even like Ethan Waneri, when he was playing as a 10, wasn't losing the ball as much as he's losing the ball. Like,
Yeah.
Ethan Waneri was more secure with the football, playing against, you know,
To be
higher
honest,
level teams. So
I'm gonna be honest with you, Cal.
yeah.
This is new information for me. I don't remember. Like, I actually didn't. I actually, to be honest, because of the FA Cup, I only really watched it like the first time around. Four goals, great. Let's move on.
Oh no no
I
no no.
To be honest, I
I
wasn't paying
was I was
attention to that.
watching
I was just
I was
more
watching I was watching him like a
elated in
hawk.
the we're up 4-0, winning
Yeah, no, no,
this. You know
no.
what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
was watching. I was because I knew it was Wigan. Like, this might sound arrogant, but I didn't even cheer when we scored the first goal because I was like,
oh,
yeah,
I
good,
did.
good job. I was like, yeah, good job, guys. Like, no, let's kill him because it's like Wigan. I expected us to win. Like, come on, we're like top of the league in the Champions, top of the league. They're like, they're like what 17th in the third division of English football. Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was looking at the performances. The passes, even though it's Wigan, those passes were still elite. Those were elite passes.
Mm.
Um, and and that's why even when like, and I'm the same person, yeah. Because when Kai Havertz had his performance against Kairat, I still said it was a good performance because I'm looking at the performance. And yes, going forward, very good, well done. I need more of that, but I also need more intensity and awareness.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, oh yeah, wait. By the way, not like big ups to Rookie. He made me remember something. He says, not there's Eze though. Noga lost the ball a few times. Miles times to kill us as well. But in my opinion, the whole performance was technically superiority at our finest, but physically we lack. Yeah, dude. Why was MLS getting burnt by Wigan wingers, bro? Like,
Thank you. That was my next point.
oh my god.
That was the one that I was ready to bring up. But again,
Like,
you brought up this whole,
yeah,
let's not tease him. He's 19 years old or
yeah,
18
yeah.
years
I
old.
know, but like, he needs to play in the midfield. Like, you're a midfielder.
Do you know actually
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
Wigan winger?
Oh,
He
really?
actually plays. Yes, played in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah,
He
he's an Aussie guy.
yeah, he
Yeah.
he played for Melbourne City's academy. He's actually my friend, one of my coworkers. His brother played with him in the team, so I actually do know him. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
cool.
was cool
That's
to see
cool.
him
He
see
looked
him
like the
play.
best player on that team, to be
I
honest with
remember
you.
when he was sold to cover. I didn't realize he was playing. He was playing for Wigan, so I was like, oh, is that the same guy? And I looked it up. And I was like, yeah, it is. Um, yeah, he's actually a really good player. I think, like, he's not in terms of really good for in terms of his peers here
Oh,
in
Jake. What are you doing, buddy? This is what he
what
said. He's saying Saka in the 10 is not good. I don't ever want to see that again. And the amount of
Jay.
people
Look,
online
can
who
I say
thinks he
I have
played well
mixed feelings on that?
amazes
Can
me.
maybe he's kicked off this
Oh,
segment, right? Because I feel like this is
yeah, because that
the
was on
main
going to be
one.
on next year. Jake, that's some
Cal,
scathing review.
Cal, give me your assessment on Saka in the 10 because
I
I
think it was okay. I thought he was fine. I thought
no
I think it could work. I think it could actually work well because right now Saka looks off the pace and Madueke seems to be on form in terms of the way his ability to burn the consistently burn defenders. And a lot of the
Mm.
times, like Saka's getting just crowded out of the game. So I think him in that role is probably going to be the next best thing besides Kai, because I think he can help with that link up play. But
Yeah, I mean
uh
the thing is what one thing I noticed about Saka. There's a few things on it actually. Saka, maybe I should start off by saying I am not at Jake levels of I don't want to see this ever again. I always kind of knew that it would work because he's a good player, he's a talented player. But I'm not like the way I'm feeling about it with Kai Havertz, if that makes sense. Like
yeah,
I'm not saying this is the answer. Whoa, amazing, groundbreaking, right?
yeah.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was something that was cool. I think it was an insightful way of maybe how we might play certain players in the future, and maybe the evolution of Saka. Because one thing I do feel like is Saka playing as a right winger this year, he's a little bit static. Like, you know what I mean? He holds up the ball a little bit. It slows us down just a touch. And then I felt like him playing centrally in this game, maybe it got to do with the fact that we were playing Wigan, but I felt like he was playing with more freedom. You could kind of see his quality more, and it was getting the best out of Madueke, actually. And I think
Mm,
that combination I thought was very interesting. Seeing, by the way, Eze, him taking off the pressure off of Eze and opening up space for Eze to do his work in, because you have to worry about Saka. Because we all know one thing about Saka is, right, is he always demands double teams, triple teams at times. So
yeah.
what that did is actually opened up space for Eze to be able to like kind
That's
of
why I said like
operate
it's
and
kind of like the Kai thing with the Space Invader type shit, you know?
right. So I would never say I don't want to see that ever again. In fact, if he did start Saka in the 10 against Wolves with Eze, and I mean, I think
Yeah.
obviously you had Rice play in that game, but you know, we might save Rice for Spurs, but I wouldn't do that because we need this 3 points against Wolves. But if they were, I'd be like, all right, let's go. This might be a really fun attacking football game.
I would love
Like,
to see Leze in the 10 against Wolves. I mean, I'm sorry, Saka in the 10 against
yeah,
Wolves. I'd
I
love to
don't
see
know.
it.
I don't know if I would ever go if I don't want to see that ever again. I think it's an interesting
I just
experiment.
want to see us try different things, dude. Like,
Yeah. I think that's what I tend to need to do. Like, I think it comes from the idea because he could have easily played, you know, when, you know, Califu comes off, he can easily play um, in copy like for like. You know,
mm,
he could put somebody else probably in the midfield, you know, and then kind of, as he did, put Miles on the left. But the fact that he went for Saka and completely swapped Eze's positioning, everything, unless it was on the drop of a hat last second,
mm.
tells me that he is trying to look for
Solutions.
another reignition of energy in our attack. We had
Yeah.
something
And
with
he
Kai. Kai got
knows
hurt, and now
we're getting a 10. We're getting a 10 in the summer, by the way. We're 100% getting a 10 in the summer. I think he kind of understands. Like we've kind of figured out what our midfield is, right? We've kind of figured out that Zubamendi and Eze as a pivot just works way too well. It works way too well, and we need someone in that 10 to be a killer and like a shadow striker with link up, and that's what he
mm,
wants. Like
if we can keep
we've
Havertz fit, then you have
well,
one.
that's the thing, but I don't think I'm not sure if Havertz is gonna. I don't think I'd roll the dice on Havertz because of his injury record. Like if you tell me Havertz is going to be 100% fit when he comes back for like the next season, like for the next 12 months, I'd be like yes. But
Mm.
if not, and I don't think so, I think he's becoming a little injury prone. Don't know. Lou says, would you pick the FA Cup over the Carabao Cup? FA Cup is Arsenal
At this point,
heritage.
no, there's no point.
Yeah. Well, to be
Like we're
honest,
in
if
the
I had to,
final. We're
I
not
know,
sacrificing anything
I know,
for
but
those
I'm
two.
saying if I had to choose the one I like the most is the FA. It's the oldest cup competition in football, and it's also the Arsenal Cup. Like we have the most. Like
Mm.
we
If
have the most FA Cups. It's part of our identity. It's part of who we are.
overall, I agree with Cal's assessment. This season, knowing what I know, Carabao Cup, because I want to beat Man City in a final, and I think winning a trophy that earlier in the season can make a tremendous impact on our year. And the FA Cup comes at the very end. The FA Cup for me right now is the key to the quad for me. Like that's what takes you. Like you know what I mean. Like my doubts are still in that competition. The fact that I'm feeling good, maybe drew Mansfield, because if he drew like you know Liverpool or City or Chelsea or something, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if we can really rotate for this one. we might just drop off the priority list. But the
Yeah.
fact that we're kind of just like getting by with the easy draws as we advance rounds, we're able to still put
Yeah.
our, put all of our, um, put all of our,
Same
all the
with me.
eggs in the other basket still and continue to advance. That's where the FA Cup for me, I'm just going to start slowly starting to think about it. But yeah, it has to be. We're in the final of the cup, of the
Mm.
Carabao Cup, and we haven't won that thing in many
Since
years. So
92, I think.
yeah, that's what year I was born. So
Yikes. Yeah,
yeah,
it's been
so
too long.
and I'm 33 years old. Going to be 34 next month. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's not good. Like Tony Adams was our captain. Like
yeah,
we got to do something about this one, boys. Those are my thoughts. Saka wasn't there for minutes to get minutes. Madueke was getting glossed because he's producing GA currently. Well, yeah, that's what I
well, that's how
wanted.
it works. You
Yeah,
know, you perform, you
you
play.
get the goals. You that's what we need him to do. Saka
That's
needs
it.
to be back where he belongs.
At the end of the day, I think the truth is that Madueke has actually helped Saka a little bit with his recovery from that injury that he had in the warm up, another one. I'm allowed him to bring him back a little bit slowly. But I think at the end of the day, similarly to with Odegaard, is eventually, you can't just keep leaving Saka out of the team, and he's going to try to find a way to play them both.
Mm.
And if
Yeah,
Odegaard's out of form, and if Havertz is not
it's
fit,
unfit. Yeah,
then maybe he just puts Saka in the 10. You get to have
yeah,
both of them.
yeah. The amount of people piling on Odegaard is really pissing me off. Not gonna say he don't deserve it, Jake. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like he's
Bro,
been terrible.
look, I was fucking Odegaard FC. You know the way I am with Gyökeres and the
Yeah,
way in with
yeah.
Eze. Like, but after a certain while, it's so obvious to me that he slows everything down. We
It's
play
not
better
only that.
without
It's
him
just
in there. And
these
then even the other
performances are
day,
just
when
not.
me and Cal were sitting there like, wow, look at this, Odegaard's learned. Then he's 100% at fault for the goal.
Yeah,
Like that, I'm sorry, that is not acceptable. The way that he was marking, like that was so bad.
yeah, and he knows better. He's been in the team for too long. It's crazy to give up on Odegaard. I'm waiting to see and tell people the fan base too. He's an effing captain, and we need to get behind him. I've had enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I'm not. I don't want him out of the team or anything, but it's at the point where he's literally costing us games, and I need my captain to be one of the best players in the team. I'm sorry, and he's just not winning us games. He's not putting together. He has not been like. If I were to put all our players, line them all up, Odegaard doesn't even. He's not in like in terms of performances this season. He's probably. I'm not sure if he breaks the top 10
Who?
in terms of
Odegaard.
if you take all our squad. I would put like I could name 10 players. I put Gyökeres ahead of him this season. Saka, Madueke, Trossard, Rice, Zubamendi, and Capier, obviously Gabriel and Saliba. Well, that's yeah. Well, Timber, like Odegaard hasn't been even been in our top 10 players of the season, and he's our captain. And the thing is, like, the reason why we get upset with Odegaard is as we know, in terms of skill, he is one of the most technically gifted players on the team. Like, he
Mm.
has it, but he's just not been on it this
To be
season.
honest, we only talk about this way about players that we know are better than how
Yeah,
they're playing.
yeah,
Like none of us are sitting here having raging arguments and questions about Christian Norgard, even though he
yeah,
played fucking
yeah,
phenomenal the
yeah.
other day. But
And then he makes a mistake, and it's like, okay, well, it's Christian Norgard. Like for
right, like
example, Martinelli missed the goal against missed an open goal against Forest that could have gotten us points. He also missed a goal against in our last game that could have gotten us points. I know Martinelli, that's in his. I know he's not like a super mega elite player. Like
mm,
he's a good player, but he's not elite. So when Martinelli like misses the shot and drops us points, for me personally, I'm not getting that upset with Martinelli because I've kind of accepted, he's gonna give us a really good game here. He's gonna like drop off there. But like for someone like Odegaard, I like if he placed his ability, he'd be the best player on the team.
Yeah, I mean,
Flossie
that's
on
why
the reverse.
that's
Yeah.
why when you're saying, oh, we're gonna
The
need to buy
football
a
terms.
10 in the
I think
summer, like,
Flossie is like she's like one of the bigger mods for the football terrace, to be honest.
yeah,
She's like the biggest mod.
absolutely. That's why it's such an honor to have
Yeah.
her in our chat.
Yeah. Uh please know what the hell are you guys pulling apart? We scored 90 goals this season. We must be doing something right. Let's all calm down, support the team. Most like our best performances have been with Odegaard, not in the team, believe it or not.
I think you're talking to the
Gyökeres is
man
actually
of let's calm down and support the
yeah,
team.
yeah. Actually, Saka in the 10 is actually the opposite of Havertz. Havertz picks up spaces and difficulties marks. Saka has so much gravity and so strong. The ball keeps dude, this is actually a really good take, Rookie. This is actually a really good take. You're right. This is actually like the effect is actually quite similar, but it's actually what is actually happening. You're actually correct. I love this take.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually
what
love
I
this
was saying
take.
before about
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he draws all the double teams
yeah.
and triple teams. Yeah,
It's
it's
like
very
yeah,
smart
like
by Arteta, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah, it is. It's like the same effect, but it's like different. It's like the same effect, but it's like a different like way to do it.
You know what I've been hearing a lot, Cal, and I actually disagree with it. With people like, well, he did it because he was a Wigan, he can do it. I'm like, nah. The idea of it being Wigan is that it's a safe place to
Yeah,
trial it, and if
exactly.
it's successful, then he's gonna do it again.
You think Mega Mind Arteta is just going to waste a game of football and not like try to like big brain his way to do something? Come on,
Like,
we know our manager. Come on.
yeah, no, look, at the same time, I said it's like, it's not like I'm seeing him be like, whoa, Saka needs to be a 10. Whoa, Like,
Yeah,
I'm still saying, like, I still think he's a right winger. At his best, he's a right winger. I said that on the terrace. But the fact that you can do that, and you understanding the gravity shows you, by the way, the Arteta is a great fucking manager. And
so you can cook Eze, but you protected Odegaard, bro. We've been cooking Odegaard like a lot. Like, come on. We've been cooking Odegaard a lot
yeah,
this stream.
yeah,
To be
and
honest, I don't think we've cooked Odegaard this much, to be honest with you. Usually we try to protect him.
no, generally, look, again, it's maybe we go too far in terms of like when I say stuff about like, oh, we should sell him and all this crap, right? Like, obviously, a part of me would really, really like, it would hurt me to see him leave the club, especially if, yeah,
I would
he's
only
winning as
sell
many
Odegaard
trophies
if
as
it
we're going to win
meant
this year, hopefully. We're
the
not going
only
to
reason
sell him, obviously, but
the only reason I'd sell Odegaard is if it meant getting one of the best 10s in the world.
if we can get Musiala,
Yeah, like something like that.
but again,
Actually, Saka
Musiala
in the
himself
10.
has had injury issues himself.
Yeah,
So
true. But he'd be perfect. Actually, Saka in the 10 also means he can utilize both the left and right half space with both wings as well, which he can do very well. Yeah, that's 100% correct.
he's also an incredible creator. Like,
Come on, BT. Mikel Arteta out. Come on. Come on.
what? Who said Arteta? Come on, no, let's not do this. I hope you're just having fun.
Let's not pretend by the way is better than Saka. No one's saying that.
No, we're saying both of them to play
Yeah.
together.
Like Saka is better than Madueke on the right. But right now with Havertz injured, I think Saka can be like a good option. I want to see more of it. Saka in the 10 is simply desperate. No, it's not desperate. It's like it's utilizing the squad. It's utilizing the squad. We need to come up with solutions.
Yeah, I mean, that's, to be honest, Arteta. Here's the other option, right? And I think Cal agree with me. Either we go, okay, Havertz is injured, let's go back to this, shit, uninspiring football, which again popped its ugly head against Brentford, right? Or we could try something. I'd rather go down swinging than just be like, okay, well, I guess there's nothing else we can do.
I would rather like, I would rather just try stuff and like, I 100% agree with that. Because if we play Odegaard and we draw against Wolves, then I don't think you're gonna be here. 90 goals. Yeah, I mean we're doing well, but we need to be the best if we want to win it all, buddy. So Saka with 4 goals is the answer, dude. Well, I don't understand. I don't understand this take. But we're talking
Wait,
about
the answer
like
for what?
I mean Odegaard has 1.
I mean, we can do the same thing. Kai Havertz has got I think he has 2 goals, and they both came in the same game, and he's the answer for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like
But
that's
judging them
that's
based on the
that's
performances, and we're not saying
this is
Saka
why
is
I'm
the
not. This is
answer.
why I'm
We
not a
don't
numbers
know.
guy
Yeah,
in
we
terms
don't
of.
know if Saka's the answer. That's the thing. We need to see it more. But I just want to see it. I want to see what if it actually works or not. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But I would rather try something new.
You know what? Actually, Turkish made a really good. I was watching that podcast today, and Turkish made a really good point on all this like play-by-player assessment, because it's always very week by week. And when we talk about it, we're talking about it in the moment. We're assessing the football games as it is right now. But in terms of like the long-term future, or where these guys are positioned, or how is their season, I think you're gonna have to like wait until the end of the year and see how it unfolds before you make
I
those
think
sort of judgments. Because again, Saka again might come back, having had probably a poor season by all his standards for sure,
he still has.
score
I think he
you
has. I think
important
he has
goals in big
14.
knockout games. You know what I mean? And you have parts of history. Some if we are to do what we're going to do, we're going to have so many big moments in our history coming up within the next few months, and no doubt you want Saka to be part of that. And if he is, no one's going to remember how many GA he had. Like I think we have to really have to wait and kind of see how the year develops before we start to really start to kind of draw some of these conclusions. And that's Turkish, who loves to draw conclusions. So if he's saying that, then then it
Yeah.
must be true.
Yeah. Saka has he has like 14 GA in all comps, and this is like a bad season for him. By the
I
way.
think he's got more. By the way, basically most of all the own goals, except for I think the Rice
Yeah.
corner against Brighton, are
Yeah.
all his assists. Even this
Yeah.
one. So yeah.
Madueke is not better than Odegaard. I would not asking Madueke to play as a 10. The problem, and this is a problem with Odegaard, in my opinion, and Ruki's right here. Ruki says, in my opinion, Odegaard needs to be played deeper. If we sold him that way, he will be played. Problem is his physical limits in the league. Thing is, Odegaard plays like Zubamendi, but Zubamendi is better at it than Odegaard. So that's the problem.
I mean,
He's
Odegaard's
getting
better.
outpaced.
Odegaard's still better as a 10 and playing in those
Yeah.
advanced areas. Like there's stuff
No.
that Odegaard is
Yeah.
much better. That's what's annoying. To be honest, I think that's what's annoying many of us about Odegaard right now is that
He has the ability
why
to do it.
is he still playing? He's got Zubamendi. He should actually be platformed to be a little bit better in the final third and be a little
Yeah.
bit more advanced. Why does he feel like he needs to drop deep and collect the ball? You really have a Zubamendi that does it.
And it's pretty obvious that Arteta doesn't want him to do that because he keeps dropping him. And it's like, dude, it's like Cookie Monster and the cookies, bro. It's like, dude, like, can you like not do the thing? Like, we have Zubameni and Rice as a double pivot. You do not need to be standing next to Saliba to pick up the ball. But he keeps doing it over and over again, which is why he's getting dropped all the time.
100%.
By the way, I already said that.
But
Exactly.
I don't think
Odegaard
anybody's
is
saying
probably one of
Madueke
our
is
best
better than
players.
Odegaard. Like
Yeah.
we're talking; those are two different things.
Yeah.
Madueke is on form, and sometimes
Yeah.
that's very important in these conversations. Like who is on form.
Yep.
But
Remember,
Madueke is not playing in
I
the
had that
10.
conversation about Eze, by the way. Remember at the beginning of the season when you're saying, why we're not playing Eze, why we're not playing Eze? And I said, because Trossard's having the best season for us that he's ever had. You remember
I think there's
that?
a lot more to that in hindsight, like in terms of there's a combination of Eze's own performances himself as well.
No, but at the time, you were demanding that Eze get more game time. And I said, we shouldn't just give Eze game time because Trossard is playing too well. I think what's happening with Madueke now is he's starting to pick up form. I think he should play if we can play him. Obviously, if push comes to shove and you tell me that we need to play our best right winger, obviously I'm playing Saka. Obviously.
Yeah, of course. Like
so Odegaard is watching and won't ever get back to his best. Who's saying that? You're being dramatic. You're being hyperbolic. We're not saying that.
I think what people aren't really seeing, Cal, right now is that we're in a point of the season right before the real ramp up to the end. That this is like this week is like the last week after we play. Actually, Tottenham kind of kicks it off, where we're going to start after Tottenham's over. It'll be in our final 10 games. Then all of a sudden you got the Champions League comes back. You're gonna have the final. You're gonna have the latter rounds of the FA Cup. Those are the moments. Those are the games that really are going to be. You can tell who Arteta trusts the most in those moments, and that's what we're still trying to figure out at this point in time. That's what that's what where we are right now in this season, where he's actually being able to play against a Wigan team, experiment with Saka there. He'll probably experiment with some things against Wolves because Havertz isn't available. We're just building up to that. And then when we finally get to that point, we're playing knockout ties in the Champions League, you're playing in those the run in the Premier League, then we're really going to find out. Everything's kind of going to come to it. And those months are right ahead of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we're probably going to pick up more injuries, and I would rather have these guys play 1 or 2 games in weird positions because it's probably going to happen to us. Like, I'm sorry, guys, like we're going to get like a shit injury like another one, like a big one. We're probably going to get like a Zubomendi or Rice injury, and they're missing for like 2 weeks, and we have to survive. Like it always happens.
To be honest, I think Zubomendi and Rice are at one point during the year I was really worried about us overplaying them. I think they've actually been well managed recently. I think the fact that like Zuby comes on against Wigan at the end, and it's only really because Ben White was flagging and had to come off, and there was really nobody else that Arteta was willing to bring on at the time. But I don't think Zuby would have played otherwise. Rice didn't even see the pitch. You had Raya didn't even make the squad. He was literally up, watching the game from the stands. I think we're managing it very well. That's what I'm saying. This is a key period because I think they know that period of time when they're going to be needed to be at their very, very peak performance is coming up. You know what I mean?
And our Cubs, Jake says, Cal is not utilizing the squad. It's square pegs and round holes. Thing is, it's like Moreno was square peg and round hole, but he won us a couple of games. Like sometimes we're not saying it's where he should be playing moving forward.
Excellent example, Cal.
We're not saying it's where he should be playing moving forward. But if push comes to shove, we need to be versatile. We can't be rigid.
I mean, I heard Jesus even talking the other day. Oh, I could play in the 10 if I want. I'm capable. I can play all 4 across the pitch.
Norgard is Norgard. I think Norgard's probably going to be our Rice cover for the rest of the season.
But we actually would be doing him a disservice if we didn't talk about that performance, because I think he's there. We had a lot of criticisms at some point, but I think he's really started to etch himself out.
Yeah, his first touch and stuff. He's playing football.
But those long balls over the top.
Yeah,
like it was Eze who made the first two. That made the first one, and like that last one, the Jesus goal from Norgard. Oh, that ball was amazing. But not just that, his positional awareness, him covering all the spaces, everything. It was like a full performance. Excellent from him.
We're not going down though. It's where the best position we've been. Yeah, that's why I'm not like upset about Saka playing as a 10, because we're just winning the games. Football evolves, so so as the player's role changed, Odegaard role has changed, and Odegaard loves to play out from the block. Anyways, it's the main reason he wants to play deeper. Yeah, fair enough.
I think here's the other part that
we have 4 CMs not injured. Let's play what we know, not some random formation where we're shoehorning people in where they shouldn't. Dude, I don't know why you're so against this. We won 4-0, bro.
By the way, one more thing.
By the way, the 4 goals that we scored was the half that where Saka was playing as a 10. When he came off, because he came off in the second half, we didn't score again. Like you do understand that, right? The 4 goals we scored, Saka was on the pitch playing as in that role. When he left in that second half, we didn't do it again. Like, I don't know why you're so upset about this. It's like it's not going to be every game.
We're also leaving another thing, little key crucial thing out there, is that Odegaard re-injured himself during concession of that goal. He had a knock, so he's not going to play Odegaard against Wigan. He's probably not going to risk him even against Wolves. Like, you have to be able to kind of try different things. He's also helped doing Odegaard a bit of a service here. He's giving him a chance to be fully maybe ready to play Spurs. So, I think he's looking at this and he's building up this week to the end of this week, knowing he's by the way 3 away games. One thing I thought that was crucial, I mentioned that nobody has mentioned on YouTube. We had 3 away games in the Prem in a row. The fact that you could break that up with a cup game at home where you score 4 goals and you kind of coming back, recharging, having a good performance like that where you gain that confidence, and then you're
It's a
ready to
perfect
go.
game
We
to
got
play before
Wolves.
Wolves. Yeah, perfect game
Yeah.
to play before
And then you have
Wolves.
that Wolves game. And then this Wolves game, I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to hate this, but my predicted midfield will be Rice, Zumendi, and Saka.
Yeah.
Like, because I wouldn't risk Odegaard. Like, Odegaard would start for me against Spurs. I'll predict him start against Spurs, but I don't think he starts against Wolves. So, again, I think it's the best road forward right now for where we're at. We also have Havertz not available.
Also, I
How you
think we're
manage the
playing
team?
better away from home than home for some reason. Don't know
I,
why.
I, I don't know. I
Rookie
mean, I've
says
just
that's
seen
not true.
us.
In my opinion, Odegaard is better than Zubimendi. Zubimendi has more physicality, but Odegaard level of dictating games has been our main reason for consistent top tier.
They're better at the different things.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, like when we haven't seen Odegaard in a double pivot, and I think Zubimendi's physicality means he can play that. He has the physicality to play that dictating role in the Prem. I think Odegaard is too lightweight to so like I feel like if Odegaard has probably the technicality to maybe be better than Zubimendi in that position, maybe, but like in terms of the pace and physical, like Zubimendi wins a lot of duels, and he also is a tough lad. He's tough,
And
you
you know
know.
what I gotta say? He's more decisive in the penalty area this year than Odegaard. He's been finishing. He's been more
Yeah, it's
clinical.
finna. Yeah, who thought like who here put raise your hands if you thought Zubimendi would have 5 goals and Odegaard would have 1 at this point in the season. Like, come on. Well, it sounds
Look,
like you guys don't want him in the team anymore at all.
no,
I
no,
think
no, no,
he
no, no,
needs to
no, no.
find form,
I
and I
literally just
think
said
at
I'd
this
start
point,
him against
yeah,
Spurs.
yeah, like he needs to find form. And this goes for everyone in the team. Like, no one. This isn't like a I don't care who you are. I don't care who you're called. If you're not doing well in a particular role, you might need a break. You might need to reshuffle, play somewhere else in like a different role in the team. But like right now, Odegaard this season has not been a bona fide starting level quality for Arsenal Football Club. I think there are
Mm.
probably 4 players, there are 5 players in the team that have been bona fide starting level quality for Arsenal Football Club. Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Rice, Zubimendi. Everyone else has had wobbles. Everyone else has had patches where they aren't playing that well in this team. Those are my 5 for the 5 players who have basically, they're basically like close to an 8 out of 10 pretty much every single game this season. Everyone else has kind of been like on and off. So it's not just an Odegaard thing. It's just Odegaard's just getting a little bit more criticism. But we've been
Yeah.
criticizing other players before as well.
Again, in another world, by the way, Odegaard doesn't get hurt against Brentford. He probably would have started this game because it would have been a chance for, him to give him some confidence against a Wigan team. Probably has a good game against Wigan. It just the stars in the line. He's hurt. He's got a knock. Like, this is just where we are. I think you guys are just confusing us, saying that we're like being super overly critical of Odegaard,
We're
like
not saying we hate
as a player
Odegaard.
overall. We're just in the moment. We're just talking about where this team is right now. It's a very confusing combination of players, by the way, that are injured. Like, the fact that you lost Moreno and you have Havertz, so that leaves a void there. So therefore, when you take Rice out of the team, for example, then you have to shift Eze out onto Rice's position because he's the
Mm.
next most natural left eight. So then, we were going to put MLS there, but then Calafiori came off, and you have to rest in Capier because he's probably going to be needed, for these Premier League games. So, I mean, what else are you going to do?
Mm.
Like,
Zubimendi is not very good at controlling games, in my opinion. I have so many games where Odegaard constantly gets a ball and we control the game with no turnovers or counters. Never see Zubimendi. Yeah, Odegaard is better at controlling games, but a lot of the times that's not what we need. I think a lot of the times we just need to win the games. You know,
yeah.
like
Again,
this is the problem when he's on. we're controlling the game, but we're controlling the game like a goal down or like it's
Yeah,
0-0.
at 0-0. I'm like, I need a goal first.
You know what I mean? That's the main problem.
Oh, 1000%. But like, even watch back our Brentford match reaction, right?
Arteta trusted
Our
Odegaard.
watch
I like
along. We were
honestly,
sitting there
Jake.
being
I think
like,
I
"Oh
think you're
wow, look
poking
at
though.
this! The team looks way better with Odegaard on. Look at our reels." Both of us said, Odegaard came on at halftime. Also started to play better. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it, he was also at fault for the goal, which solely at fault for the goal, and he
This
let his
is
team down.
this is a good take, Ricky. Said Zubimendi is equal when it comes to passing IQ to Odegaard. Physically, he outshines Odegaard. Tempo is where Odegaard is far better.
Of
I
course,
think
he's
so.
naturally quicker.
I think Odegaard's but you need physicality to play in a deeper role in the Prem.
Yeah.
That's my thing though.
Mm.
Unless you're playing like even like crap teams, they will try to like bully you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, I understand this. I'm not saying sell Odegaard, by the way. You know, like I understand this.
Big ups to Mama Flossie.
Yeah, if we will never sell Odegaard to another Prem club. Like take him. Like if we ever were to sell Odegaard, he'd be going to like La Liga or Bundesliga.
Can I tell you? Jake, I mean this with love, right? Yeah, we've conceded many times, but it's just the lack of effort and positional awareness in that moment. Like by the way, it wasn't like a big fucking center half came
See ya,
in
mama.
and beat him. Yeah, big out to Mama Flossie. He beat him for power or anything like that. Like he was outmatched. It was Lewis Potter. Like you come on, you couldn't win the duel against Lewis Potter in the air.
Also,
And it was so weak. He was half-ass, and he puts his leg out, and he's out down. That's the problem. It's not the fact that we conceded a goal. It's not like me being upset with every single person we concede. Sometimes you are going to concede goals. It's the level of effort, and it's the positioning and all that type of stuff.
and
It was a
also
bad
he's
look.
fresh. He's fresh. He wasn't playing from the first half. No, wait, no, wait. I'm thinking about a different game. No. It's fine. You said against a team battling against relegation in the League One. Come on,
We're
look. This
talking
is
about.
what I would say, Jake.
Oh, the
I
Saka,
am
Saka.
yeah. I am extremely consistent. Extremely consistent. You know how I'm consistent? I was singing Havertz's praises in the Kairat game, and everyone told me it's just Kairat. It's just Kairat. I'm looking at the performances. I'm looking at the patterns of play. I do not care who the opponent is. Patterns of play, like it's what you practice. It's what's going to happen. So it's going to happen. I'm sorry. Like I
I'm
was right.
telling you, Saka
I was right.
starting against Wolves in the 10.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he's starting against Wolves in the 10. It's exactly what happened with Havertz. We're all saying after the Kairat game, hey, can we play Havertz? Can we play Havertz? And then what happens against Leeds?
Yeah. Granted. I don't think he had like this. Kai Havertz had a much better game against Kairat than Saka did against Wigan. Like I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the performance. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the patterns of play.
Jake,
like this
who starts for you in the 10? Like, given who's available. Considering we have Tottenham, who would love nothing more.
He's saying Eze. Eze is gonna Eze is just too nonchalant, bro. Like,
can I? Yeah,
just too nonchalant for me, bro. I'm sorry.
To be honest, I have to look.
He needs to be playing on the wing. Eze is a left winger for me.
I think so as well. What I need Eze is a player with strength and to use his trickiness and his dribbling abilities. And
what has
take on somebody one-on-one?
What has Eze shown you in that 10 position that makes you so confident that he's gonna just play well? He's getting chances and he's getting subbed off at halftime, bro. Like, come on.
That Brentford game. That's for me. I think it's a different thing. I actually think that him playing with Saka took the best out of Eze in this game. He was playing in Rice's position in this game. He just played really well in on the left-hand side, which he's more naturally. Saka is right-sided. He plays on the right wing. Him playing right 10 is a lot more natural for him than it would be for Eze. And then he plays off of Madueke, who's naturally on the right, and they combine. And by the way, you threw in Ben White as well, who is, by the way, a much better overlapper and attacking threat than the
Yep.
Jurien Timber is.
I
Let's
think
just
that
call
that
what
could
it
potentially
is.
be a really sick partnership.
That's what I swear to God, I literally, this is what won the Wigan game, what made the Wigan game so easy. Forget about the fact that Wigan are shit. Let's just think about this tactically. You got Saka, who is a natural right side player, who's also probably outside of Odegaard the best creator we have at Arsenal.
He
He's
is.
actually naturally our our biggest chance creator and a
He's a better
goal
creator
creator in
than
the last few
Odegaard
years.
right
Yeah, he's the
now.
best creator, right?
He's the best
So
creator
now
in
we
the
put
team.
our best creator on the right hand side playing as a 10. Then you have a natural right winger who likes to hug the touchline in Madueke. Then you have your best overlapping right back in terms of the attacking formula, which is White. Mix that together the fact that you put onto your left side. You've got Martinelli who does the exact stuff as Madueke does on the left, so you have complete balance. A touch line winger on the
Yeah.
left with an Eze who's left sided predominantly, who does what Saka can do from the right, from the left.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
why
by
we
the
scored,
way,
because everything
Eze
matched. It was all
and
natural.
Madueke is also very good at his 1v1s. I dare you. I double dare you to stop marking Saka to double up on Madueke on the wing. I double dare you. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to mark Saka. And that means
Because one thing
Madueke
Saka will
gets in,
do,
that means
one thing Saka
Madueke
will
gets
do
more
that with the
space.
Odegaard doesn't do from the center of the pitch, because we know what we've criticized for, but
Yeah.
he's gonna fucking shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's actually genius. No, that's the key. You've solved it. You've solved the case. I'm
Well, Arteta
tripling
solved it.
down on Saka
Arteta
in the
solved the
10.
case. Arteta solved the case.
I'm tripling down,
But
Jake.
look, again, Cristiano Ronaldo used to be a left winger and eventually started playing striker and banged like 80 goals a season. Like sometimes these players have got an evolution. They don't always play the same position all the time. You have to be a little bit more open-minded. That's one of the things I've loved about some of the games this season is I, as much as the criticism people have had for Arteta and his tactics, he's shown open-mindedness. By the way, MLS was on the team sheet as a central midfielder. We were going to see that, barred for the fact that Calafiori came out and his hand was forced. So he was going to do something. He just had to do a different thing, and he pivoted it at literally as the players were in the tunnel. That honestly, that's fucking brilliant. He switched Eze's initial position, who was going to be on that right 10. He switched MLS's position. He switched Saka. He put Saka on and put him in the 10, all in literally in the space of 2.5 minutes. I gotta say, I was blown away by that. Forget about fucking the fact that I agree with Cal 100%. I'm with you, buddy. Which is like, why can we get gassed about Havertz in the 10 against Kairat, but not get gassed about this? This is what we needed. When Havertz got injured and he couldn't play against Brentford, we were sitting here like, oh fuck, that's it. The fact that we had that anyway, and we still came up with another plan C or plan D. Fucking hell, man. There are many. This is why I'm confident that we're going to go ahead and do some great things here, because we are not all we're showing that we are not
one
going
dimensional. We're not one dimensional.
Yeah, 100%. And we're not just gonna, things aren't going our way, throw our toys at the pram and give up. No, we're like we are fucking winning something this year, and I don't care if I have to try everything. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he starts Jesus in the 10 and plays
Also,
two up front with
beauty
Jesus
for
and Gyökeres.
ashes to get Jake a little bit angrier. Says no, but look at Gyökeres without Odegaard. He's way better. He is 100%.
I'm curious to see what Gyökeres looks like with Saka in the 10. He didn't get to do that because when Gyökeres came on, Saka came off. That was the direct sub.
Well,
right?
Saka doesn't like passing to me either, so I'm not sure if that's going to increase.
No, but I'm interested in like Saka playing through the middle. Like he's going to have to playing it from the middle. And by the way, Gyökeres' goal against Inter Milan is a Saka assist. So
I understand that Potter got behind him.
Oh yeah, by the way, he did that
is.
against Inter. He just didn't see it.
Oh, but
how did the Gyökeres goal happen? It's like Saka attacking the middle of the pitch.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, that was an encounter, yeah.
But still, they're little. I think little things like that happen, moments in certain games, and you pick up on it. That's what good managers do. They take
We won like
notes.
8 games straight with Eze in 10, yes, but then he was off form after from that point. Like he was on form for a little bit, but then he came off form. That's been happening to a lot of our players this season.
Mm.
We don't play one DM, two cams in the league. We did that because it was Wigan. Yeah,
You
yeah,
can do
but
that
we're
because
gonna
it's Wolves. I feel like we didn't do it
yeah,
enough against Wolves the first time.
yeah. I think we do that against some of the lower teams.
Here's actually another thing, by the way. People don't remember, by the way. Last time Noni Madueke, well, as we shift, I think, towards Wolves.
You weren't gassed, and you were wrong. You should have been gassed. Yeah, here, gents, we'll have to agree to disagree because we're never going to convince me on this.
Do you know what?
I'm
Do you know what
open-minded
Saka
to
is
losing a
doing, by the
second.
way? Do you know what Saka is doing? Actually, this was a James take. I'm not going to take credit for this. He is previewing what Max Dowman's position will be at Arsenal.
So you think Max Dowman's
He
going to
is
be the creative
what
type?
Max Dowman is being groomed for right now is starting out from the right hand side because that's where he plays young players, right? And he to make him be able to be, natural playing right side like Saka, and eventually being the replacement for Odegaard and being our creator down the middle.
I think
That's why
Waneri's gonna be like that before.
That's if he doesn't get beaten to it by Max, but we'll see.
Dude,
but I want again.
I'm not sure if he
I'm talking about this is the
that's
future. We're talking about
that's
the
a very long
future.
time. Yeah.
But I'm not saying. By the way, this is not an Anton take. I listen to James all the time, and James is like my number one when it comes to Tactico, especially Arsenal Tacticos. And he was literally saying, like, when I saw this is a futuristic look of Arsenal. This is what Arteta wants to do with Max Dowman if he's lucky enough to manage him when he's that age. But like,
Mikel is our hottest property. Big ups, Phantom.
Agreed. I agree. That's why we need to win it. I gotta say, from a narrative standpoint, if we don't win anything and we bottle it the way we do, in terms of, which I don't think is going to happen, he does have to go, unfortunately, just because of the message it sends to the locker room. It shows that we don't really have ambition, that we don't care, it doesn't matter. But he needs to win because we need to keep him. On the other hand, that's why I want to fucking see him, because he is going to be good. Imagine him with the confidence of having gotten over the line with trophies.
Oh yeah. Dynasty loading, if you
Pep goes this year, and he is undoubtedly the best.
The same Pep might be renewing again, by the way. Sorry, lads, in the shop, so I can't get trapping properly. That's all good, Lou. We just like to have you here. To be honest, dude, we're at the 2-hour mark.
We are, and actually, I have stuff to do around here in the next hour.
So we should probably wrap up. Are we going to? No, our next game is on Thursday. So just predictions for the Wolves game, real quick.
Yeah. 3-0.
I say 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 to the Arsenal.
All right. Interesting. Just because Jake is in here, lineup prediction, and I want Cal to go first.
I think
it's an interesting one, considering how packed the week is.
I think we go. Wait, who do we play on the weekend?
We play Tottenham. North London Derby.
So we play 2 league games back to back. I think we go Gabriel Saliba, Ben White, and Capier. I have a feeling he plays Zubamendi. No, I think he plays Zubamendi and Rice. And then he plays... I think he plays Eze in the 10. I think he tries that again. I think he goes... I think he goes pretty strong. I think he goes Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard.
All right. I've actually pre-made my lineup before the pod, so
he's gonna go full strength. I think he's gonna go full after that because we dropped points against Brentford. I think he's just gonna go.
So
full
this
strength.
is my lineup before the pod, and I think the fact that we played Molyneux, I thought, although thinking about the way that Chelsea played against Wolves when went there, I also think about the way that Noni Madueke, last time he went to Molyneux, scored a hat trick in the first half.
Mm.
So um, this is my lineup. David Raya, just the same back four as you, by the way. Hincapié, Saliba, Gabriel, and I would actually go Ben White
I did say
at
Ben
right.
White.
Did you say Ben White? Yeah, you did say Ben White. I'm gonna go Rice in the number 6, Eze on the left 8, Saka on the right 8 or 10, whatever you want to call it. Martinelli again starting on the left hand side, Madueke on the right hand side, and Gyökeres
Martinelli
up front.
against a low block.
Because we've got Tottenham. No, not a low. You think it's going to be a low block, but they're you know what's so funny? You're the person who tells me about the pressure that Wolves get under when they're at home, and you're forgetting about it now. Did you watch the game against Chelsea? That thing,
No.
they were so wide open. That Wolves
It's
team doesn't allow them to play deep at home. There's so much anxiety in that crowd that they are
I
worried about what's about.
because it's against
Trust me.
us. I reckon because it's against us, they're just gonna stink it up, bro.
No,
Plus,
I
I
think this
wouldn't
is the
risk it.
game where you can go where we need to have attacking intent. We
I
have
think that's
Tottenham on the weekend. I'm not needing to start Zubimendi against this game, so I can have Zubimendi
Tottenham are
be
going to be
great against
open.
Spurs.
Like
Against
I'd
no, but
start
Tottenham
Martinelli
have a
against
new manager,
Tottenham.
Ego Tudor, who likes to
He's
play
you
who
think in this first
negative
game,
football, who's fighting for his he wants a
you think
base.
he's just gonna
If he gets
sit
a
back?
1-1 draw, a 0-0 draw at the Emirates, and gets it to drop 2 points, fucking Tottenham fans will eat it up. A
Fair enough.
draw at where they are right now is really important. I
Wait, is it at
swear.
the Emirates?
Yeah. Oh no,
It's
it's at
about
Tottenham.
yeah. I don't think they. Yeah, I don't think so.
It had to do with the fact it's a different type of manager bounce. They're actually looking for this Tudor guy to come in and give them stability. He's going to
Mm.
come in and try to set them up so they're harder to break down rather than they play better attacking football. That's the funniest part
You
about it.
don't understand how shit of a football club Tottenham
No,
are.
no, I think we'll beat Tottenham, but I'm just saying
No,
that
no, no. As in,
we're
like, in
deb-
terms of their tactics, everyone at Tottenham, they're gonna be like, "Oh yes, we're gonna give it to Arsenal. New manager, bounce, let's go." You think that doesn't feel like we're in survival mode? They're not. They're not in survival mode. They're not that smart. They're stupid. They're gonna play. Trust me. Trust me. They're gonna play. They're gonna play attacking football.
so you'd start
Guarantee.
Martinelli again. I'm just saying is I want
Mm.
Trossard to be ready, to be fresh, to be at his best because I think one thing Trossard gives you on right hand side is somebody who when he loses the ball, he comes back and he gets it. He fight. I want to have him have full energy in that game because I actually want to spank Tottenham again. I really want to send them into the doldrums, into a real depression. I think we need a win like that. I think you got to get Wolves. I think we can go super attacking against Wolves, blast them out of the park in the first half, and then make the defensive changes. Bring on, Zubimendis or Norgards if you need in the second half. But I'm talking. This is about my starting lineup. I'm using that balance that I just saw against Wigan, and I'm doing it to Wolves
Fair enough.
with Gyökeres in there.
Asun,
And I think Rice
rookies.
can do what Norgard was doing the other day, but to even higher levels.
Who's your front three again?
Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Man Matters. But the
And
difference is that I've got Eze
you're
and
playing Saka.
Saka in the tens. Eze
Oh,
left 10, Saka right 10,
yeah,
Rice in the
he's playing a
6.
double pivot, bro. Trust
Why?
trust me.
We need to be protecting ourselves against Wolves, the worst attack in the Premier League. Please.
Asano Drago should be at Arsenal this summer. He's truly everything we love. Don't know if this was actually went through or not. Full strength for both. Yeah, I think so. Lol, after all. Yeah. I mean, I was just saying that to piss you off, Jake. To be honest. Like
No,
I do think it could
I was
work.
being
No, like I think it could work, but I'm not sure if we're gonna see it too much.
I think we'll
Can
see
play
it
the
until
left wing
Havertz
like
comes
Morgan
back.
Rogers if you think
That's when I'll
he's
see it.
and
I
he's even
think
more physical now.
Saka will be back on the right hand side against Tottenham. I
I trust
think
rookies
Odegaard
takes.
starts in the 10 against Spurs and Saka's back on the right. But for this Wolves game, I actually do think he goes with it.
Rookie has stocks in Asano Drago. Let's see.
And Diamande.
Now he's saying he's better than Diamande.
Rookie, I am opposed to all Leipzig players.
Why?
They are con men. They hype up
Uh,
these players so much. Benjamin Sesko is all hyped up. And I'm like, do
Benjamin
not
Sesko's
fucking take the
actually
cheese.
looking. He's actually
He's
looking
looking a
like
bit better.
good.
And by the way, I
He's
gotta
looking
say,
good now.
Szoboszlai has been looking a lot better this year at
Yeah,
Liverpool. Who
yeah,
would have
yeah,
thought?
yeah.
But
Come on.
most of the time, by the way, I thought Szoboszlai was a total bust, but beginning of this year, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Superfly's been their best player of the season.
you know what's so funny? Did you hear the guy saying that he thinks that Szoboszlai is as good as Gerrard? I asked him, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? The
Woo!
guy on Talk Sport.
Ay, ay, ay. These guys get paid to say their footballing opinions. Sloppy Sly is some fun stuff. Dude, I can't believe he scored another free kick and they lost
Dude,
the game.
he's
Freaking
yeah, no.
bastards.
Credit where credit due is Szoboszlai has been amazing. The conversations that they've been having, like I was hearing Ram on the Big Six today, being like, yeah, Szoboszlai would start for any team in the world right now.
Yeah, they're
Start in the
gassed.
midfield.
They're
And I'm like,
gassed.
wait. First of all, we're jumping the gun. Szoboszlai is gonna be compared. What happened to McAllister and Gravenberch? I thought those were your guys. He's
They're
surpassed
just living in the
them.
moment. They're just
Again,
they're just living in
Szoboszlai's
the
been
moment.
great, but I just feel like some of the analysis is just is crazy. I think it's so disrespectful to McAllister. He's been their best player this year. I think mostly because he's been the one that's been slot proof.
Hey, maybe Jared is just a little overrated. That's why they're comparing him to Jared.
I've seen Gerrard was amazing.
I'm
Gerrard
joking.
was fucking
I'm joking.
incredible.
Dude, why you have to fold so quickly, dude?
I know. I don't know why.
They aren't. The players they aren't. They play the players when they adapt to the prem become very good. Yeah, but they just have to adapt. They just need the physicality.
Yeah, 100.
Um,
percent
right. I think we should wrap up the show now. We're like 15. You got
Yeah,
like 20
yeah.
minutes,
Yes.
and you probably have stuff to do.
Yes. Not for.
And we don't want you in trouble. So we want you to continue streaming. So
Yeah.
let's wrap it up. Oh, thank you everyone for chatting. Thank you for Lou and David who were here earlier. Thank you, Rookie. Hopefully that bell notification on so we can have you at the start of streams. Love your knowledge in the chat. Big ups to Jake. Cup Chasers, big ups to his channel. As well. Oh yeah, big ups to Lou and David's channel as well. Big ups to Beauty for Ashes. I think this was the first time that you chatted. So big up to you. Big up to Mama, Mama Flossie for joining us as well. Anyone else? Oh yeah, Lumen was here for a while as well. Joining in on the banter. And big ups to Lou. And big ups to Tyrell. And oh yeah, this Shams. He had this big message. Big ups to him. And I think that's everyone. Oh yeah, and Chris Antonio as well, who was here first. So big ups to all the chatters, big up to everyone. And please like the videos to help support the channel. Please subscribe if you didn't subscribe, or if you want to see more, if you like our chemistry and you like the show. We also do different streams with different Arsenal fans as well. And we also do like videos and shorts and stuff as well. So thank you all. Anything else before you want to close?
Yeah, are we doing a watch along for Wolves or no?
Nah.
All right. Cool. Maybe our last couple of watch alongs haven't gone well. So
yeah. Well, so I prefer to do the stream in the afternoon when we could just talk about the game. To be honest, we don't really get to talk about the game. I kind of miss because last week we did so much for streams. I felt we didn't do enough discussion streams.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, yeah, look, I think one thing I would just say is let's try to switch the narratives back in our favor. I think the media's got a lot of power. I think they create a lot of anxiety in this fan base. We should not have been feeling the way we did heading into that Brentford game. I do kind of feel like a lot of the anxiety in that game from the players as well as the supporters, the outburst had a lot to do with the fact that the way people were painting about things. It's like we hadn't played a game and City had played two, and all of a sudden, wow, and we have a result like that. Arsenal's bottling, and I think Arsenal's shown their power. They've shown that we could rotate 9 players and still win comfortably. I think let's go ahead. Let's do something similar against Wolves. Win comfortably. Send a message against Spurs. Everyone's thinking we're going to drop off there. We win. I think again, win these next 2 games. I think it can be big, regardless of the Man City thing. I keep saying, well, the hardest thing when you've ever gone hiking, one thing you don't want to do is look below you, and we need to not look below you, below us. You can respect Man City and call them a good team and think that they have a chance of winning it, absolutely 100%. But at the moment, as long as we take care of us and we really focus in on these performances and we can do better ourselves, then I think we'll be absolutely okay. I just implore our fan base to keep pumping in positive energy into the team. We got to do as much as whether sometimes we don't believe it. And look, I'm not speaking like I'm holy, because the other day I was losing my shit, right?
I mean,
At the Brentford game.
we
Right,
all,
we all
we
did.
all like watching the games live. You're just upset. Like, we're all
Yeah.
gonna say things that we don't mean in the heat
Mm.
of the moment, stuff like that. But we just need to make sure that we're not, dogpiling. Yes, we were very critical of Odegaard today. I hope no one thinks this was like just an F Odegaard session. No, we
I don't
actually
think
do
I was
think
that harsh. I think I was
we
just saying
we
that.
in my opinion, Odegaard is probably, in terms of talent, skill level, is probably top 3 in the club.
Mm,
So when we are critical of Odegaard, it's not because we hate him. We just think and we know his potential for greatness is really high, like really, really, really high. So that's why we were kind of criticizing him.
yeah.
But anyway, also rookie Konate and Upamecano, like, I don't know, bruv. Like, I don't know. Those are kind of suspects. But yeah, let's lock it off.
Remember Naby Keita? He was supposed to be like the next big thing when Liverpool signed him, and he was dog shit.
Of course.
Yeah, that's another example. Anyway, that's a different topic for another pod. I would love to do those type of things, like
Yeah.
just those types of like subjects, like why Red Bull Leipzig are
I think
Kanye.
I
Deep
think
dive
we're
into
going to be
that
doing a lot of that in the off season.
in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we're chasing
Yeah.
4 different trophies right now. So
Mm.
that's where the main focus will be. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again for being here. Great chat, great combos today. The Man United brigade was in here a lot, so big ups to Lou and David as well. Rookie and Cup Chasers, you guys were
I already
doing
bigged
it.
up everyone. Come
You
on.
did big up everybody, right?
You have stuff to do, bro.
I'm multitasking, and yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so. Thanks so much, everybody, guys, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.